As we hit week 3 of region play and move into the final week of region play before the midseason break, it tends to be a week where a lot of things are, if not decided, at least the order is set. And we certainly have one of those weeks tonight, and certainly one of those games here in Munford tonight as the Lions play host to the Tallassee Tigers in a game that puts one of these two in position to control their own destiny down the road, as that matchup with Leeds looms later in the second half of the season, and of course the rest of region play as well. Hello everyone, I'm Grady Sapp alongside my partner Brandon Steele on an absolutely gorgeous night for high school football here in the state of Alabama, and we've got a good one, and one we're really excited to bring you tonight.
I'm excited, Grady. Today is the first day of fall, and how fitting that one of these great teams will fall tonight. The others will get a notch in their belt and a win in region play. Will it be the tough and gritty Lions of Munford or the strong and powerful Tigers of Tallassee? I guess we'll see.
We will find out coming up in just a little while. The Tigers come in undefeated. They're already on a victory on the road over the defending 4A state champion Handley Tigers. The Munford Lions, after stumbling early in the season in game 1 at Central Clay County, also a very good football team, a 5A power. The Lions have reeled off 3 straight wins, including a demolishing of Holtville last week. So the Lions return home for their second home game of the season and the second of only 4 that they will have all year long.
That sounds like Munford had that one tough loss, and Clay County's been on it, so we'll see what's going to happen tonight.
Tallassee comes in with a lot of momentum, a talented quarterback, and a desire to avenge last year's loss to the Lions. Will they be able to do it? You're going to see it all right here on the Friday Night Network coming up. Before we go to our first break and before we get in depth and looking at this game and some of the other big ones around the area, let's take a look at last week's matchup. It was an epic one between the Piedmont Bulldogs and the Randolph County Tigers. Going to put it out quickly, got his man, E.J. Clark. Clark's got some room, breaks a tackle, got a block downfield. Clark tightropes down the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers, I believe, yes. Touchdown. Here's the handoff. Knight. Driving the legs, in, touchdown, Tigers. They lead this one 13. Here's motion out of Bossy. Fakes the end around to Bossy now, looking down the middle of the field, going up, intercepted. Intercepted by the Tigers. And he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to have it more. There goes Cardavian Myers, lowers his shoulder, down the far sideline. Cardavian Myers tripped up, and he's going to take it and hit it. It is a little bit of a wobbly kick. And fumbled by the Bulldogs. Randolph County's got it. Randolph County, the offense. Here is the option by Wortham. Going to kick it in the back. Fumble. The ball is on the ground. And Piedmont comes up with a shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield this time. Give it to Stanley. He is going to run left looking for a hole. And finds a little one. Breaks a tackle. Stanley still on his feet. Spins out of another tackle. Stanley fighting for yardage. And he'll cracks at it from inside the 2-yard line right here. And Myers only going to need 1. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And we have ourselves a football game. Sweet. And Davenport breaks it out of there. Davenport across midfield. He may go. There's your answer. Dante Davenport takes it to the house. And Randolph here going down the field. Got a man out there. Got him in stride. And the touchdown. Nope, steps out of bounds. Steps out of bounds. Bossy makes the big catch, and they say he steps. And here's Myers going left. Lower in the head, he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs, and they get right back to the Tigers. Prestridge going to give it to Trent Lane right up the gut. Got a big hole. Trent Lane. 1 man to beat. Breaks the tackle. He's gone. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, plenty of time. Dances around. Now the time runs out, and he's going to tuck it and run, and he's got a big gain. There goes Cardavian Myers down the far sideline. Count it. Touchdown, Piedmont. Cardavian lining up in the shotgun set, and Myers going to keep it himself, kicking it right in the end zone. He's in there with ease, and the Bulldogs are within 1 score. They trail. Give it to Lane. Breaks it out. He's got it. Trent Lane is going to walk it into the corner. Touchdown, Tigers. Myers. Cardavian going to hand it to Stanley right up the middle. Big hole. There goes Stanley. Makes a man miss. Stanley may go. He's got 1 man to beat, and he gets there. Touchdown, Piedmont. In the air and going down deep. Looking for Prestridge. Goes up. Intercepted. Intercepted by Piedmont. Bossy's got it down the far sideline. Some kill shot blocks by Piedmont. Boss is going to be hit and dropped. But here is Cardavian Myers. Going to take it. Calls his own number. Goes to the right side. He's in. Touchdown. Piedmont leads it for the first time this evening. Right up the gut. Anybody going to catch him? Hester's got the angle. He's not going to get there, I don't think. Gets him down and just short. Randolph County, but they put a drive together. Here's Wortham again. Standing back, got time, going down, intercepted. Intercepted by Caden Jenkins, steps in front of it, and he is going to be taken down the way. And it was an epic game last Friday night down in Wedowee. Randolph County falling to Piedmont. Will we have one that good tonight? Hopefully we will. We think we've got just as good a one coming up here as Tallassee visits Munford. We'll grab a timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at our big ones for this week coming up next on the pregame show here on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here, and we are celebrating at Town & Country Ford. The numbers are in, and Ford is again America's best-selling brand and the #1 selling vehicle for 40 years, the Ford F-150, and we've got a ton of them from which you can choose. The highest owner loyalty of any brand is what makes Ford happen, and Town & Country Ford's people are what make the dealership happen. People and selection. You can't beat it. Town & Country Ford, Bessemer and Pell City.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs. Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
Big Daddy's Barbecue on Highway 21 is where Munford comes to eat. You'll always find delicious home cooking daily with fast, friendly service. Big Daddy's offers plates or sandwiches with all your favorite sides to choose from, specializing in wings, burgers, chicken, ribs, and barbecue. Open early, open late, 6 days a week. Come in with family or friends or call ahead and take it home. 256-358-9005. Big Daddy's Barbecue, proud supporters of the Munford Lions.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even mermutts. And we covered it February 3rd, 2016. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 75 years.
We welcome you back here to Lions Stadium at Munford High School. Tonight the Lions hosting the Tallassee Tigers. Grady Sapp alongside Brandon Steele. And we've got a great football game here. We're excited to bring you this one on the Friday Night Network. But there are a lot of other games going on, of course, on this fall Friday evening. And among those, there'll be some big ones. And it's time to take a look at our big ones for Week 5 of the season. And Jim Jacobs will join us from down in the truck as we'll take a look at them. First up on the list, this is certainly a big one. This one going on up in Etowah County as the Alexandria Valley Cubs roll in to Jim Glover Field tonight undefeated to take on the Etowah Blue Devils, and it might be the toughest game so far for Alexandria because, quite frankly, they've had a pretty easy go of it to this point.
Well, Grady, everybody keeps waiting on Alexandria to kind of, maybe fold their tent, which has happened in years past in games where they really needed to pick up a win. I don't know that this year that's going to happen. A lot of buzz about the Valley Cubs. They've risen to number 3 in the state in Class 5A, and I think they're going to continue to prevail tonight. We've got Alexandria at Etowah, and I like the Valley Cubs to prevail.
Yeah, I like Alexandria too. Even though they're on the road, Etowah plays really good at home. I think Alexandria pulls out a pretty sizable victory tonight.
Yeah, the Valley Cubs have been nothing short of impressive this year, and they really haven't looked back. They seem like they're playing with a purpose this season, and for that reason, and the fact I think Etowah's not quite at the level they were last year, I like the Valley Cubs to get the win on the road tonight. Randolph County is at Glencoe tonight. I guess the real question here is, can Randolph County get back up after they put so much heart and soul into that game last week and lost it late and in a very heartbreaking way, if you will, as Piedmont stormed back and hung 41 on them in the second half.
Grady, ain't it tough to recover when you lose a game that you had in your grasp? It's one thing to lose, but it's another thing to lose one when you can walk off the field and say, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And the fact that they're going to a place tonight that everybody around here knows that's a tough place to go and win. I don't care whatever the kind of year Glencoe is having, it doesn't matter. When you go in there to play them, the Yellow Jackets are tough at home.
Yep, absolutely. Wilson Darnell Field is one of the toughest, home court advantages in high school football in this part of the state. And I'm just really curious. I'm going to have an eye out on this one tonight as Randolph County goes into Glencoe and tries to, keep the mo going, trying to grab some of it back.
I think Randolph County gets it done. I think they will step back up. I think they'll be flat tonight, and this one may be a pretty close ball game, but I like the Tigers to find a way to get it done because they still got so much to play for. That region is far from decided.
Who you got, Steele?
I'm going to go with the visiting Randolph County Tigers. I think they get up. Glencoe is a tough place to play, but Randolph County, they were really impressive.
He is learning, Grady.
Yes, he is. he's coachable.
Not bad for a new guy.
There you go. Another one on the list tonight, and this one matters a lot to these two teams. Valley is at Lincoln. Valley got the win last week over Cleveland County, and really, especially if we're talking Lincoln, you lose this one and you're done as far as the postseason goes.
Yeah, well, that takes Lincoln to 0-5 if they fall tonight, and the next 2 weeks are not ones likely to find a way to get into the W column either, with Munford and 5A powerhouse Central Clay County, looming on the schedule. And, you're looking at an 0-7 start for Coach Zadecker's first season in Hondaville. How you like that, guys?
I like Hondaville.
Yeah, the Bears won this game, by a slight margin last year, 19-14, and they better find a way to win tonight. I don't know if they will or not, but they better.
Yeah, they better, all right. I think they get it done at home. I like Lincoln in this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of got to think the Bears will find a way to pull this one out. Total backs against the wall, and heck, they like us. They look at the schedule. They know what's coming, and you got to make it while you can. And I think Valley got a win against a Cleveland County team that's struggling this year last week, but I don't think they can get it done on the road tonight. I like the Golden Bears.
How about this one, guys? If we weren't parked here in Munford tonight, we'd probably be sitting on the creek bank because this one is going to be another good one in our area.
And it's a very important one, especially for Weber, because they're the team that's still out there that can really completely control their own destiny. They don't have a region loss. Ohatchee and Randolph County both now have a loss on the books, and Weber's still perfect. And, of course, in the second half, they all got to play Piedmont as far as Ohatchee and Weber goes. So I think this is a huge game for Weber to keep them undefeated, and certainly for Ohatchee, you don't want to get 2 losses in this region.
Well, Grady, Weber's probably the best team you don't hear a lot of people talking about right now. The Bearcats are fast. The problem that they have, I think, is depth. If somebody gets hurt, like if Coach Hamby's son at quarterback gets hurt, I don't know that they've got somebody to plug in that spot. If Weber can stay healthy, I think they can contend all the way through the Piedmont game. Plus, they've got to go play Randolph County the next week. It's a tough stretch for Weaver, but they do get the number 2 Bulldogs at home, so that'll be important for them. But they got to get it done at Ohatchee tonight. And the one thing we know about the Indians is they're well coached. it'll be surprising to see them beat themselves again like we kind of saw them do against Randolph County.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a tight game to about the fourth quarter. Weaver's one of those teams flying under the radar, but they're playing some really solid football right now. I like Weaver in this one.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's not likely that Ohatchee's going to turn it over 4 times again. The thing that worries me a little bit about Ohatchee is if they do get behind, can they come back from it? They weren't able to with Randolph County. They weren't able to really get that offense on track that night. And for that reason, I think I'm going to go with the Bearcats. I just think they're playing a little better football right now.
You know, we saw this game last year, and if you'll remember, it was a track meet between these two, and Ohatchee just kind of put it away in the fourth quarter and, you know, run the score up a little bit, winning 41-21, but it was closer than that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's a tough game tonight, but I gotta like Will Weaver to pull that out. All right, this one, Talladega. They're the story of the year in terms of surprise, I think, in Class 5A. Anybody a bigger surprise in football that you guys can think of?
I can't think of one, Grady, but I'll tell you what, there is nothing like a trip to face the defending 5A state champs and the number 5 ranked Hornets to get your temperature checked.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any surprises there.
No, I don't either. You know, the thing that I like about this game is I think it's a measuring stick for Talladega. They got hammered last year, 55-25 or 55-6. If they can lose 55-25, 55-30, I think that bodes well for the Tigers.
Yeah, I agree. Talladega, there's a lot of enthusiasm down there, and I'm very proud to see them in the win column now, but I think Beauregard's just going to be a little bit too tough for them.
Well, I'll tell you this. I rank Beauregard right behind Holtville in terms of places that are hard to get to go do a high school football game. So I hope the Tigers left early and found their way down, but I agree it's a measuring stick. But Beauregard wins it. It's just a matter of how much, but hopefully the Tigers give a good performance. This one right here is very interesting to me.
Yeah, there won't be any problem getting to this one tonight.
No,
a lot of folks know where this place is.
Yeah, the defending 4A state champ, the Handley Tigers, taking on the previous 2-year state champ in 4A, Leeds Green Wave, and the Green Wave have been rolling. We saw them a couple of weeks ago against Cleveland County, and they looked awfully good in that football game. They've continued to steamroll, while Handley, well, quite frankly, they've struggled. They've got 3 losses on the books already early in this season, and I think Handley's kind of in desperation mode right now.
Yeah, there's no question that they've got to try to, you know, do something to turn their season around, but I don't think that the turn gets made tonight.
No.
I've got a feeling it is. That's going to be my upset. I think Handley gets it done at home tonight.
I've been waiting on this, Jim. He had to step out at some point. He's followed form too much tonight, so he had to step out on a limb, and I think that limb's going to fall, and you got a crash coming.
You know what, Grady? There is always some dummy that can't swim that steps off in the deep end of the pool. This one is on the edge of our radar screen as far as teams we kind of look at, but it is a big one tonight, Grady, in 5A Region 5.
Yeah, Shelby County taking on Winona, the Dragons, number 8 this week in the state, and it'll go, obviously, as I said in the opening, this week it kind of positions you for the rest of the season. I mean, it's not going to win a region for you tonight, but it will certainly put you in control of a region where you can determine whether you win it or not down the stretch. And, you know, I think for Winona, it's a great start, and they looked awfully good last year destroying Shelby County, but you know, they got to step it up tonight because they're in a position.
Well, they're all chasing Briarwood, as you see there on the screen. And, you know, if Shelby County wants to make any noise, they need to do something tonight. But for sure, Winona needs to win the home ones. We've talked about this all season. You got to win your region home games for sure. And, again, if you're not going to win the region, Grady, it's like you said, you want to position yourself so that you're in the running for that number 2 spot, so you get to host week 1.
Yeah, I think people forget sometimes just how big of a deal that is in week 1 of the postseason. If you don't have to travel, you don't have to get out of your routine, and you're able to be home, that's a big plus for you going into the postseason. I like Winona to get it done tonight.
Yeah, I like Winona too.
And, of course, this one. How about this one? Tallassee, well, they've got the win at Handley a couple of weeks ago, and now they're undefeated coming in here. But Munford, well, they are undefeated in region play, having beaten Dadeville and Holtville since that opening week loss. So one of these teams comes out of here in full control of their destiny tonight. The other one will need some help to win this region.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Grady, to me right now, Munford is kind of a lot like Weaver. There's not a lot of people talking about them, but I think this may be one of the best teams in our area a lot of folks aren't clamoring over right now.
I think they probably are. They lost that first game, and a lot of people said, all right, well, they lost. So, but heck, they lost to Central Clay County. There's a lot of teams that are going to suffer that same fate this season. That's a pretty good 5A program. And quite frankly, I think they probably outplayed them. They just had some miscues, especially on special teams, that cost them that football game. And I think they've righted the ship. And Coach Smith really does a good job with this team. He has since he's been here. And they're at home tonight, and they play really, really well here at Lion Stadium.
Yes, they do. They're flying under the radar, kind of like Weaver is. And, you're playing here at home. This is a tough place to play and a tough place to get a win.
You know, Grady, what was it? Just three short years ago, we were all saying, well, how is somebody going to come in here and replace the job that Will Wagnon had done with this program? But you got to give Bill Smith credit. He has stepped in here, and the one thing that he's done that's really impressive to me is this Munford team is an offensive juggernaut, and they've pretty much been that way since he got here.
All right, Jim, we will pause now for the playing of our national anthem.
Tonight too.
Absolutely, the Munford High School Marching Band with our national anthem. That will take us to a break. We'll come back, hopefully try to take a look at the polls for this week coming up if time permits. Get you the coin toss and get you ready, set to roll for football tonight. It's Munford and Tallassee here on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Boss, you need the right machines. The right machine is a new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR side-by-side. Quality fit and finish, and all this cabin space. Maneuvers like you wouldn't believe. The new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR, the strongest, 'cause I said so.
See the full line today at Talladega Cycle Sales on Highway 21 in Talladega or online at TalladagaCycleSales.com.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here, and we are celebrating at Town & Country Ford. The numbers are in, and Ford is again America's best-selling brand and the #1 selling vehicle for 40 years, the Ford F-150, and we've got a ton of them from which you can choose. The highest owner loyalty of any brand is what makes Ford happen, and Town & Country Ford's people are what make the dealership happen. People and selection. You can't beat it. Town & Country Ford, Bessemer and Pell City.
Just about time for the opening coin toss tonight here at Munford. Jimmy Buckaloo is the head official tonight, and we will join him here at midfield coming up. The captains for Munford and Tallassee making their way out. Pernell Mitchell is a captain, also Jacob Smith, Melvin Braxton, and number 7, is Pernell Mitchell. Let's go down to the field. Here is head official Jimmy Buckaloo.
The captains of your team, your coach, myself, my crew, and your fans expect nothing but good. A hard-fought ball game. If we got a problem, we're coming to you guys to get it corrected. If we have a foul, I'll come to you, explain your options, okay? Are we straight on that? Okay. White, what is your choice? I have a flag on this coin. This is heads. What's your choice? Tails. He called tails. If I drop it, we'll do it again.
Yes, sir.
Face the scoreboard. Reds won on the top, and they will receive. Shake.
There you go. Munford wins the coin toss tonight, and they elect to go on offense. A little bit unusual in this day and age for a team to take the ball. That's the second time we've seen that here in the first 4 weeks of the season.
I know, I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Offense.
All right, so let's take a look right now. It's time for the starting lineups here tonight from Munford. And, of course, our starting lineups, as always, are presented by the Grub Mart, and they are the home of the popcorn bucket. $5.99.
I like the popcorn bucket now.
You like it?
I like it.
You like donuts?
I do.
Well, you can get made-to-ready donuts now at the Jacksonville location of the Grub Mart. So they bring you our starting lineup. So let's take a look at first for the Tallassee Tigers, the visitors to you. There you have it. Watch out for Casey Baines, quarterback for Tallassee, and also Marcavius Matthews, very talented tailback they have running the football. Got some good speed at receiver as well. Looking at the defensive side of the football for the Tigers. And there you have it. It's a stout defense. A lot of seniors and juniors on that. Only one sophomore, a very veteran team they're putting on the field defensively for Tallassee. Now for the homestanding Munford Lions. Zay Brett, still only a 10th grader. Watch for him on some explosive plays tonight. And Tanner Reeves, a very seasoned veteran at the quarterback position. The senior can make plays with his legs and with his arm. Defensively tonight for the Lions. That's a good stock of seniors and juniors along that defensive side of the football as well. Kyle Ross, he's a longtime veteran here at Munford, along with Marshall Clark, who we spoke with on Tuesday night on Gridiron Live. So
fine young man.
Yes, he is. Linebacker and receiver for this Munford football team. And we're just about ready to get things going. We got a packed house here on the home side. Folks are excited, and a lot on the line tonight for the Tigers and the Lions as we're just about ready to get this one underway, and I'm excited about this one.
I am too. I can't wait to see what these two teams are just so evenly matched. You know, I just don't even know what's going to happen.
Of course, a familiar name over on the Tallassee sidelines, Battles, Mike Battles. That's a name, that last name is known very well in these parts.
Yeah, I got to talk with him on the telephone, and he was talking about his Calhoun County roots, and he was really excited to come up here and get things rolling, and he's really excited about this Tallassee Tigers team he's got.
For Munford, back deep tonight for the Lions to receive the opening kickoff. Zay Britt, number 2, and number 12, Ethan Swinford along as well. Carson Smith, he is number 32 for the Munford Lions. Tallassee makes their way out onto the field now, and we're ready to get this one underway. For the Tigers, it'll be Jake Burton, who will be the kicker tonight for the Tallassee Tigers, and I like the LSU look. I've mentioned that off the air, but I do. You don't see that a lot in high school, but I do like the look.
It is. It looks like I'm watching a college game out here. Very bright and colorful.
Looks like Georgia and LSU a little bit, doesn't it?
It sure does.
All right, we're ready to get it underway, and it should be a fun one tonight as Burton will get ready to move on the football. Not going to get much of a run at it. Might see a high pooch, and that's exactly what we get, a little end-over-end action. And it's going to be fielded on the far side. Here it comes right back up through the gut. And across midfield, one man to beat. Nobody's going to touch it. He is gone. Touchdown, Munford on the opening kickoff. How about that? Carson Smith takes it to the house.
It was just a bad place for him to kick it because it was a host of Munford line, and they were right in front of him, and they just, I just saw a bunch of those pretty jerseys laid out on the field, Grady.
So amazing that we start this one with lightning right here at Munford. The Lions take the early lead. We are exactly 13 seconds into the ball game, and Carson Smith electrifies the home crowd with a return of some 60, 70 yards tonight here to open this football game. Now on to attempt the extra point to give the Lions a 7-0 lead. There's the kick. That is up, and that is good by Lawson Molden. Lions lead at 7-0. It's the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Your score, Munford 7, Tallassee 0.
All right, so we'll keep it right here as, wow, we didn't even have time to get settled in on that one, Brandon.
I know it. I mean, we've always talked about that, how they do the little pooch kicks, and, I was excited to kind of see one kind of go deep. And I guess that was now I see why they don't do that, because Munford set up a wall, and he was able to break free and right down the visiting sideline for the score.
Probably got that one a little deeper than he intended and didn't get quite as much air under it maybe as he would have liked, and that kind of was a little bit of a line drive, and that gave plenty of time to come and get under it for Carson Smith. And as you said, a great wall set up by the Lions, and they made them pay. Great start to this football game. Marcavius Matthews, the starting tailback, will be one of the deep backs for Tallassee. Also, Calvin Livett. And number 24 back there as well. That is Jalen Johnson for the Tigers. Jeffrey Threet will be handling the kickoff duties now for the Lions. He is a senior for this Munford program, and the Lions feeling good about themselves. 13 seconds into this one, they lead by a touchdown.
Yeah, Tallassee looks like they got kind of shocked on that one. Munford came busting off that ball. Like I said, there was a bunch of those pretty jerseys kind of laid out on the turf there, Grady.
Yeah, it was good blocking by that special teams unit. And, we talked earlier about the special teams miscues kind of cost them the game in the opening game of the season against Central Clay County. Well, they certainly pay dividends tonight to start this one. Threet ready to move on it, and he will kick a similar type kick, and that one's going out of bounds. And so that's not a great start for the kicking game, at least for either team.
No, but I guess sometimes you can kick it out of bounds. That keeps a return back from a touchdown. But I guess we'll just see if they want to re-kick or take it to 35.
Illegal procedure will be the call. And Tallassee, it looks like, will elect to take that one at the 35-yard line. You have the option of taking it there or making them re-kick. And Tallassee, the Tigers, say, let's put the ball in the hands of our offense and see what we can get done. It'll be number 6 for the Tigers, Tavarius Griffin, in there at a quarterback position. Now he's over at a slot position now. Here is the snap, and running ride. We told you he likes to run with the football. Goes around the right side for a short gain. That is Casey Baines, the quarterback for the Tigers.
Yeah, Mike said that he likes Casey. He likes the way he likes to run, and he's got Dylan Kidd and Jake Burton back there on the right side, and was able to pick up a few little yards on first down, second and long.
Mitchell, Ross, and Clark on the stop that time for the Lions. Second down and 7 coming up here for Tallassee. And have the ball out at their own 38-yard line. We're just underway here. If you're just joining us, well, you've already missed a touchdown. As Munford electrified the crowd, returning the opening kickoff for a score. So it'll be Baines operating out of that shotgun set. And going to turn, and then he's going to hand it off and hit in the backfield and drops right back there. Going to lose a couple. That is Erin Cochran-Gill, who doesn't get anything out of that, as that Lion defense was all over the play. Draven Campbell led the charge for Munford.
Yeah, Campbell, the offensive line for the Tigers, just did not set up a good block for his running back, and Munford was able just to bust in there and bring him down.
So it'll be third down and long. They'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. So call it third and a long 7 coming up here for the Tigers. As Baines will operate out of the shotgun, single back in the set. Now he's going to roll to his right, going to float it over the head of the defender. Got a man out there and incomplete. Couldn't haul it in. Jacob Burton was there, had it in his hands and not able to pull it down. So it's an incomplete pass and a 3 and out for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was just a great defensive stance by the Munford Lions. And now, we're looking at a punt situation for the Tigers. Wasn't able to respond to the Munford touchdown a few minutes ago.
Casey Baines will kick it deep for the Tigers. Say Britt, a dangerous return man, and we've already seen Carson Smith, number 32. He's a pretty dangerous return man as well for these Lions. High snap, Baines gets it, got pressure, and he gets it out of there, and it's a good one. And it's going to hit and kind of settle in. Now takes a little bit of a Tallassee roll. It'll go down inside the 30 and about the 29-yard line, and that's where the Lions will go on offense for the first time tonight. And, Brandon, it's a good feeling when you go on offense for the first time and you're leading 7-0.
I know it. That means you've got some good special teams rolling for them, and that's what happened. Nice kickoff for a touchdown right at the start of the game.
So we'll get our first look at this Munford offense now. And again, Tanner Reeves at the quarterback position for the Lions, taking over this year. He'll operate out of the shotgun. He'll have Gaither back there in the backfield, fires it out in the flat, got his man. That is complete, trying to find some room as Zay Britt over the far sideline. He will get a positive gain out of it, forced out across the way over there by Calvin Levitt.
Yeah, just a good confidence throw by Munford, and was able to pick up some really good first down yardage, and now we got second and short.
7 yards.
Gain of 7, call it second down and 3 for the Lions. And you get it in the hands of Zay Britt. He is always a threat to take it the distance. Now here's Reeves, shotgun look. He's going to turn, he's going to hand it off, looking for running room over that left side, and not finding a lot there that time is number 32, that time Carson Smith.
Yeah, he was trying to find some holes there in the Tiger defense with Anderson, Ferguson, and Ethan Ogburn. Number 58 was able to block up the hole on him.
So third down, and call it a yard to go for Munford. They've got to get it. Well, they're going to say he did pick up the first down. Looked like they were going to mark him a little bit short, but it is the initial first down of this one. And the Lions will try to keep the drive moving here against this Tigers defense. Reeves will have Carson Smith in the backfield. Trips over to the right side this time. That open formation Munford likes to run. It's going to be Smith again looking for room and not finding a whole lot that time as Baines, the quarterback on offense, finds him and drops him right there at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard, that's it.
Yeah, Brody Bussey and Dylan Campbell, they kind of got beat off the ball there by Anderson Ferguson, Ethan Ogburn. They were able to clog up the hole and no gain on the play.
Second down now, and call it about 9.5. They gave him about a few inches in front of the line of scrimmage, so we'll call it a second and a short 9 or short 10 or a long 9. Here is Reeves going to put it in the air. He's got it complete out here in the flat. First man misses tackle. Second man misses. And staying on his feet. And finally knocked out of bounds down in Tiger territory. That was a nice run by Draven Campbell.
Great play by Dylan Campbell. The Tiger defense doing a lot of missed tackles on that play. But he was able to steal a positive throw. Another Munford first down.
So first down and 10. The drive looks good thus far for the Lions.
First and 10, the 41-yard line.
It'll be... So a little bit of confusion, it looks like, on the offense. It looks like Zay Britt has moved into that quarterback position, kind of a wildcat formation. And now Tanner Reeves will trot out to a receiver position. And still some confusion, but still time on the play clock. And now looking over this Zay Britt, Coach Smith adamantly urging him back on the field with 5 seconds to go here on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. And 1 second, and they just get it off. And no, they do not. I think Munford takes the timeout. Coach Smith didn't think they were going to make it. Timeout on the field. Lions lead it here on the Friday Night Network high school game of the week.
Big Daddy's Barbecue on Highway 21 is where Munford comes to eat. You'll always find delicious home cooking daily with fast, friendly service. Big Daddy's offers plates or sandwiches with all your favorite sides to choose from, specializing in wings, burgers, chicken, ribs, and barbecue. Open early, open late, 6 days a week. Come in with family or friends or call ahead and take it home. 256-358-9005. Big Daddy's Barbecue, proud supporters of the Munford Lions.
Matchup tonight here in Munford. Lions on top early, and they have a good drive going here on their first possession of the game after the kickoff return for a touchdown. Of course, we're proud to have Big Daddy's Barbecue as our presenting sponsor for first quarter action. Big Daddy serving up some great food for many years now here in Munford. Go by and check it out. It'll be first down and 10 for the Lions. They were going to try to run a wildcat formation with Zay Britt at quarterback last time, Brandon, and they just didn't get him in. They couldn't get themselves set, so now they'll go back to Tanner Reeves with an empty backfield. 5 wides this time for the Lions. Now motion out of Campbell. Draven Campbell has got it. He's going to cut it off of left side and not going to get much. Good defensive stop that time by the Tallassee Tigers on the defensive right side.
Yeah, Trent Cochran, Andy Baker, and Cody Kelly all ran up there. They kind of sniffed that one out. Really just a few yards on the gain there.
So second down, and I'll call it about 6. They're going to give him close to 4 yards as he gets down near the 38-yard line. So second and 6, we'll call it. for the Lions. And again, an empty backfield set, 5 wides for Tanner Reeves and the Lions. Now Reeves calling his own number, kicks it to the outside, and he's going to be near his first down yardage as Tanner Reeves tucks it and runs. Getting him around the ankles that time was Tavarius Griffin, but I think he's going to be close.
Yeah, the Tigers was not expecting a throw there, Grady. All the linebackers bit. They were all traveling with the receivers downfield. Tanner Reeves saw some open grass, and he was almost able to pick up the first down, 3rd and short.
Just short of his first down yardage, 3rd down and less than a yard for the Lions. Reeves now will look back over to the near sideline. Get the play in again from Coach Smith and the offense. Running the option. Got a perfect pitch to Carson Smith. Got a big block on the corner. And there he goes. Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Lions dominating early.
Carson Smith. Let's look at the instant replay here. I think the Tigers were expecting the Munford to run right up the middle. If you notice, all the linebackers bit over to the right side. That was able to open up Carson Smith right down the sideline, untouched, straight into the end zone, Grady.
And a great block by the wideout over here on the near side to really seal that edge, and that got Carson Smith, and he was gone. And the Lions all over Tallassee to start this one here at home. Molden on for the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and that kick is no good. Hooks it to the right, so 13-0 will be our score. Munford all over Tallassee here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here, and we are celebrating at Town & Country Ford. The numbers are in, and Ford is again America's best-selling brand and the #1 selling vehicle for 40 years, the Ford F-150, and we've got a ton of them from which you can choose. The highest owner loyalty of any brand is what makes Ford happen, and Town & Country Ford's people are what make the dealership happen. People and selection. You can't beat it. Town & Country Ford, Bessemer and Pell City. Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here, and we are celebrating at Town & Country Ford. The numbers are in, and Ford is again America's best-selling brand and the #1 selling vehicle for 40 years, the Ford F-150, and we've got a ton of them from which you can choose. The highest owner loyalty of any brand is what makes Ford happen, and Town & Country Ford's people are what make the dealership happen. People and selection. You can't beat it. Town & Country Ford, Bessemer and Pell City.
3 will kick it deep this time for the Lions, and a return is upcoming for Tallassee, and nothing doing there. Big special teams play as coming downfield. Ross comes down and makes the big stop as Matthews made the return, but boy, he paid the price.
He did. Ross followed that ball all the way down into the Tigers' arms, and he didn't get nowhere. Grabbed him and brought him down.
So a nice special teams play, and save for a mixed extra point. It couldn't have been a better start for Munford so far.
It is, Grady. I mean, kickoff, bringing it back for a touchdown, and then some good running by Carson Smith just a second ago. 13-0.
Baines will operate out of that shotgun set. Jalen Johnson alongside, this time in the backfield. Now motion, and Baines going to hand it off on the end around. Met in the backfield, slips a tackle. Now cuts it back up the middle. Nice run this time for the Tallassee Tigers. Kelvin Levitt really kind of did most of that on his own and slipped a couple of tackles and had a nice game that time. And finally, he's going to be corralled and brought down by the Lions defense.
Yeah, Andy Baker and Jake Justice on the left side there for the Tigers was able to open up some running room for his running back, and Munford's a couple of missed tackles there.
Yeah, Cameron Lemons finally brings him down. It'll be 2nd and short now for the Tigers. 2nd down, and call it about 1.5 yards right now for Baines and the Tigers. And they're going to hand it off right up the middle this time, and finding a little room. Not much there, but enough. Markevius Matthews picks up the first down. He gets popped in the middle of the field. That time hit by Pernell Mitchell, but I believe it was enough for his first down out at the 40.
Yeah, Caleb Stewart and Dylan Kidd was able to just enough push to get Matthews #5 for the first down.
So mark it at the 35. 1st and 10 Tigers. That'll be their first down of the night. Comes with 6.5 to go here in this opening quarter. Baines will empty the backfield this time for Tallassee. Now you'll get motion. And they're going to try the end around again, and there's some room over there this time off that right side. Hit hard out at the 40, maybe the 41-yard line up to make the stop. That time was number 9, Marshall Clark, and boy, he brought it all with him on that hit.
He sure did, but not before the Tigers had to pick up 5 yards on first down, Grady. That was a really good run by the Tigers on a first down run.
Jalen Johnson with that 5-yard gain, so 2nd down and 5 as the Tigers now look to try to settle into some type of offensive rhythm early in this one as they find themselves on the short end of a 2-score deficit. Going to give it to Johnson. He and Baines rather run together, and that's just going to destroy the whole play. Baines has no choice but to hit the deck as Munford all over him. Right there to make sure he goes down was Rodney Gross.
Yeah, Casey and his running back just all kind of run into misdirection there.
And then you see that collision, right?
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
So that puts them in a tough situation. 3rd down and 9 now for the Tigers, as they really need to possess the football for a little while, if nothing else.
Well, they had a nice drive going there, but that kind of messed them up.
You definitely don't want to hand it right back to the Lions right now the way they are rolling. Here's Baines dropping back, got time, throws it over the middle, got a man, caught. The first down inside Munford territory and more, as going down the field and making a nice catch was Cochran Gill. And it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers down inside the 35.
Great pass protection, Brady. Here, as you can see on the instant replay, Baines is able to sit back in the pocket and get his throw and pop it to number 14 for a nice, about 30-yard gain downfield.
Yeah, perfect throw. Lemons on the stop for Munford, but that is the first big play of the night for Tallassee, and now they have got something going. Their first foray into Lion territory. 1st down and 10. Baines had great protection up front. He'll have Johnson alongside in the backfield. Now Levitt in motion, and going to fake it to Levitt, give it to Johnson up the middle, tripped up as he is in the backfield, and that was a nice open field tackle that time for Munford by Draven Campbell.
Yeah, not fooling Campbell on that one. He was able to bust right in there on the line, and nowhere for Matthews to go on that carry. 2nd down, and it looks like they're a little bit behind the sticks on that one, Grady.
They're calling no gain. 2nd and 10 now for Tallassee. Just inside the Munford 35. Clock rolls here in this opening quarter with 4:15 to go. Baines. This time he will have Matthews alongside. And now looks going to fire it to flat. Complete, and nothing doing out there. Good open field tackle across the way by Rodney Gross.
Yeah, he's getting really good pass protection on that. He got to Trent Cochran. Unfortunately, Munford was able to sniff that one out and was able to bring the linebackers up there and make the tackle.
Yeah, Cochran Gill had the big catch a moment ago right down the seam, but nothing there on the outside in the flat, so it'll be 3rd down now, lost a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. Might be 2-down territory here at the 35.
I would think so.
They'll have 3 wides this time. A slot right for Baines. Now motion out of Johnson. Fake it to him, running out, missing a tackle in the backfield, and overthrows his intended receiver. Might have rushed that throw a little bit. That early pressure on him might have made him fall out of his rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, I think it did. The pocket started collapsing on him. It looked like number 4, Munford, was able to slip in there on him and got him misdirected there and overthrew his receiver.
So 4th down and 11 coming up for the Tigers just outside the Munford 35-yard line, and it does look as if Tallassee, well, they're going to think about it. They're going to take a timeout. Tigers want to talk about it here late in this first quarter. Munford on top. It is the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here, and we are celebrating at Town & Country Ford. The numbers are in, and Ford is again America's best-selling brand and the #1 selling vehicle for 40 years, the Ford F-150, and we've got a ton of them from which you can choose. The highest owner loyalty of any brand is what makes Ford happen, and Town & Country Ford's people are what make the dealership happen. People and selection. You can't beat it. Town & Country Ford, Bessemer and Pell City.
The 4th down play coming up for the Tigers. We'll see if they elect to punt or go for it. A couple of scores of interest early on. Handley leads 7-0. Also early on, Ohatchee is leading at 7-0 over Weaver right now. So that's a couple of early scores in some other big games, and it looks like it is go time for the Tigers. Here is Baines. He's going to drop back. He's going to set. He's going to try to set up a little screen over the top, and nobody home over there as the defense did a good job that time, not letting Cochran-Gill get free of the line of scrimmage.
No, his pocket again. He had some pretty good blocking, but number 15 of Munford was able to slip right in there and was right in his grill. Nowhere for him to really throw it.
Yeah, Owsley that time. O'Neal Owsley was the pressure applied by the Munford Lions. So the Lions will take over. Good field position once again for Munford. They'll have it out at their own 35-yard line. And with 2 scores on the board already, the Lions would like to make it a third here late in this first quarter.
Other than that big pass to Baines to Cochran, 30 yards, that was a nice play. But Munford takes back over on the play, Grady.
Zay Britt is in at the quarterback position. Here's Carson Smith on the fake end around, and now Zay Britt going to try to get to the outside. He's got a world of trouble over there. He's going to try to reverse the field, dances around, and just tries to get something, and just nothing there that time. Great defense. Baines was over there for Tallassee, along with Burton, and also Cochran-Gill, and number 64 was there as well for the Tiger defense, as they weren't fooled at all. Anderson Baker.
Yeah, they just followed him straight to the sideline. Grady, nowhere for him to go. All he could do was just tuck it and take the loss.
They'll actually give him a little bit of positive yardage. We'll call it 2nd and a long 9 coming up for the Munford after that play. Just did not fool the Tallassee Tigers at all. Tanner Reeves back into that quarterback slot. He's got Carson Smith alongside, and Smith has got it running left. Now cuts it back up the middle. Hit as he gets in the hole, and then once again on the stop that time is Anderson Baker, holding to a short game.
Very short game, Grady, but it looks like just 2 great offensive and defensive lines going at it, and they're just kind of testing each other there, but nobody's really been able to dominate that line of scrimmage just yet.
3rd and 6 coming up for Munford, so a possession down for the Lions if they don't want to give it right back to Tallassee here late in this first quarter. Still 2:10 to go in the opening stanza. Reeves out of shotgun set. Smith will be the long setback alongside. Fake it to Smith, drop straight back, got time, going to hit it, a little comeback in the center of the field, tripping and going down short of the line of the first down yardage is going to be his receiver, and that was Zay Britt, and he had it, and he just lost his footing.
He did. He just lost his footing on that one, Grady. It looked like he had some open grass in front of him, too, so just a little slippery out there tonight.
So it will be 4th down, and the Lions will have to punt for the first time tonight. Back deep will be Baines, the quarterback, to receive this punt. Kicking it away is Dylan Campbell, number 50 for the Munford Lions.
And number 18, Casey Baines.
First punt of the night for the Lions. It's a fake. It is a fake, and it's going to work. 1st and 10 for the Munford Lions. Pernell Mitchell, the upback, takes a direct snap, and Munford gambles out in their own territory, and they pick up a big first down. The stop made that time by number 55, Dearius Ferguson.
The fake worked. He picked up the first down, Grady. We'll look at it right here on the replay. Straight up the pike and picked it up to about 4 yards and was able to get the first down.
You know, Pernell Mitchell's a pretty big fella.
He is. Very hard to bring down.
Really kind of caught Tallassee flat-footed that time. The Tigers were not looking for it, so you heard Coach Smith say the other night he makes the calls for fake punts and go for it on 4th down and things. He just made one there.
I guess
that decision.
I thought that wink didn't mean anything, but I guess it did.
I guess it did. Here is a pump fake by Reeves. Nothing there. Tips it out. Intercepted. Baines has it and goes immediately down, and that was just a poor decision that time by Tanner Reeves as Baines was camped out there and makes the one-handed interception.
Yeah, we looked. Reeves looks a little bit confused there. 64's in his face, and Baines is able to jump up and actually just kind of grab it and come straight down with it. I don't even think he realized he had the football.
So 1st down and 10 now for Tallassee. That's a big turnover to give the Tigers new life on the Munford side of midfield.
We still in the first quarter. We've seen a little bit of everything, haven't we?
We have.
Goodness
we've
gracious.
had turnovers, we've had kickoff returns, and we've had 4th down plays that didn't work and fake punts.
And the fake punt.
Wow. Well, we said it was going to be fun.
It is.
1st and 10 this time for the Tigers. Baines will have that tight formation, and we got movement. I think the center moved that time for Tallassee, and that should be a 5-yard walk-off against the Tigers.
Little anxious there. But you're going to get anxious after a big first.
Encroachment on red. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's 1st down.
Jimmy Buckaloo says, I didn't see what I thought I saw. Tanner Munford just jumps, so 1st and 5 now. First quarter action here at Munford tonight is presented by Big Daddy's Barbecue right here in Munford. Swing by after the game for a great meal. Here's Baines going to run it to the right, going to float it out in the flat. Got his man Leonard, and he is popped and dropped. immediately good defense over there by the Lions that time. Ty Kite makes the stop short of first down, but a gain of 4, 2nd and 1 coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was just some great blocking, giving his quarterback some time to throw. Dylan Kidd, Jake Burton, Calvin was out there to be able to open up that little pass, and we're looking at 2nd and short. Pretty good little drive there for the Tallassee Tigers.
So, just like an easy first down for the Tigers. It's actually less than 1. The ball just short of the 40-yard line. Might conceivably be the final play of the first quarter. As clock rolls with 25 seconds to go.
We haven't had a fumble yet.
Not yet. Here's Baines. Shotgun look. Take it. Calling his own number. Right up the gut. Got a hold and got his first down. He gets down near the 36-yard line. Pernell Mitchell will make the stop for Munford and Tallassee. On the move. On the move.
His left side this time with Jake Justice and Andy Baker over the left side, and was able to pick up the first down. Just a good old quarterback sneak there.
So 1st and 10 Tallassee. They'll restart the clock, and I believe that will be our final play of the first quarter. Again, our first quarter tonight presented by Big Daddy's Barbecue. Munford controls it. Tallassee on the move when we come back here on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Munford 13, Tallassee 0.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
We welcome you back here to Munford after a very exciting first quarter that saw the Lions control that one. Tallassee trying to answer now after a big interception at midfield. They have it 1st and 10 here as we open 2nd quarter play. Baines out of the shotgun look for the Tigers. It is a tight formation. Looks like a running play, and it's going to be a direct snap and right up the middle and inside the 30 down near the 29. Nice gain on 1st and 10 that time for the Tigers as they just sent it in the hands of Cochran Gill. He took the Wildcat snap and got a nice 6-yard, 7-yard gain out of it.
That's because his offensive line is doing what they're supposed to do. Andy Baker and Caleb were right there in the middle, and he was able to shoot up there and pick up about 6 yards.
Well, they're going to give him.
6 yards. 2nd 4.
I'm going to call it 7 yards. They mark it at the 29. He got to get to the 26, so I'm going to disagree with our PA announcer here. And it's 2nd and 3 coming up for the Tigers. Baines. Shotgun look, and again this direct snap to Cochran Gill, and he doesn't get much this time. Maybe a couple of yards, or maybe just a yard to the 28. That's going to be about it. 3rd down and short coming up. Call it 3rd down and a couple for the Tigers.
Yeah, Munford was able to block the middle up there with number 54 Patton, and Dylan Campbell was making his way up there to put the stop on.
1 yard.
So 3rd and 2 for Tallassee. They've got to get it down square on the 26-yard line. And again, they'll go with that tight look formation. Cochran Gill in the backfield alongside Baines once again. This time it's Baines. He's going to run it left. He's going to have his first down, and he's going to get it inside the 25 before he gets stacked up. And that's another 1st and 10 for the Tallassee Tigers. Up off the bottom of the pile is Pernell Mitchell for the Lions.
Tallassee just keeping that running game going, running behind that big offensive front with Jake Justice and Andy Baker, and able to pick up the first down.
It looks like Baines does a nice job of reading his blocks, too, from that quarterback position. Very talented runner is Baines.
He is. He's doing a great job, and I'm surprised the score is 13-0, really, but they're on the move.
They are on the move. 1st and 10 now, approaching the red zone. And they'll shift out of that little trick formation. Now Baines back in his normal spot there at the quarterback position. He's going to take it. He's going to hand it off, and running room for Cochran Gill closes down pretty quickly. A nice open field tackle made that time for the Lions by Cameron Lemons. Short gain, 2nd down and 8 coming up.
A lot of shifting going on there, but Cochran was able to pick up about a 1.5 yards, I guess, 2nd and long.
That looked a little like the Auburn offense used to, back when the Auburn offense used to have a little imagination.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's the best I've seen the Tigers offense look in quite a while.
They're on the move.
2nd down and 8 now for Tallassee as they are threatening for the first time tonight. Baines, this time we'll have Matthews in the backfield. Going to give it to Matthews, looking up the middle, got a big hole. There goes Matthews. Turns the corners, keeps his balance, touchdown Tigers. And that was a great job by Matthews on the run that time. Good blocking as well, Brandon.
It sure was. We'll look at it right here on the replay. Casey Baines hands it off to Matthews, and on the right side with Dylan Kidd, Jake Burton, and Levette, he was able to go right into the end zone on one man to beat on the Munford side, and we got us a ball game.
Yeah, Lemons tried to shove him out of bounds, but didn't shove him hard enough, and he tight-roped it down the sideline, gets it in. And the Tigers battle back after kind of having to be a little shell-shocked at that kickoff return to start the game, and then the quick score by the Munford Lions. And now trying to cut it to a 6-point game. Quentin Jeter is on to attempt the extra point. Hold is good. The kick is up, and that kick is no good. He misses it. Lead stays at 7 for the Lions here on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, and you'll find a full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving.
Tallassee cuts it to a 7-point game here as we are early in the second quarter. Our second quarter action is presented by Steve Kirk, Advanced Laser and Machine in Munford. Proud to have them on board tonight as our second quarter sponsor here on the Friday Night Network. And what will Tallassee elect to do on the kickoff? The last time it didn't work out well as Jacob Burton kicked it, and it was returned by Carson Smith for a touchdown. We'll see what the Tigers elect to do this time. It looks like they're kicking to the opposite side of the field.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. That's going to do a squib kick right down the middle. It is not fielded cleanly by Munford, and Pernell Mitchell will fall on it back at the Lion 35-yard line. Wise move there, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Munford.
I think I'm understanding the squib kick now that we see so much.
Yeah, you don't take a chance on a return.
Yeah.
36-yard line.
Looks like Tallassee's finally settling in their offense, too.
Yeah, that was a nice drive. They cashed in the interception and turned it into points, and so now we've got a good ball game here in Munford. Let's see what the Lions can do offensively to answer. Reeves will have that pistol look this time with Carson Smith right behind him. Smith bounces it out to the right side, looking for a hole. Finally finds one to squeeze through, gets it up across the 40, out near the 41-yard line, and he's going to be taken down over there by Ethan Ogburn for Tallassee.
Yeah, Carson Smith was trying to he's just going down the line there, and finally he found a hole. I think that was number 50, Dylan Campbell, and he was able to squirt right behind him and pick up some good positive yardage.
Give him 5, 2nd down and 5 coming up now for the Lions as we roll under 9 to go here in this second quarter. Reeves will have Smith alongside. Wideouts double to either side this time. And Reeves looking right immediately over the head of his intended receiver. Burton will put a hit over there as he tried to hit Ethan Leahy, and just too tall for Ethan to roll it in, or actually make that Draven Campbell on the incompletion.
Yeah, just a little over his head there. Couldn't bring it down. Look, he had a little bit more time to throw, but he looked like he was in a little bit of a hurry.
So it is 3rd down for the Lions, and quickly a possession down for Munford. And really Tallassee with a little bit of momentum right now.
Yeah, they had it on offense, and they're actually settling on defense.
Here's a snap. Reeves got pressure coming from the backside, gets rid of it. Too tall. Had a man wide open in the flat over here as he just missed him that time. That was number 11, LJ Flint, but big pressure coming that time from Tallassee.
Yeah, the linebacker, Andy Baker, was able to put on the blitz, and he was all over Tanner Reeves, and that hurried up the throw, and now we're looking at 4th down and a punting situation for the Lions of Munford.
So it'll be Dylan Campbell on to kick it away, and going back deep is Baines for Tallassee. As the Tigers have seized control of the momentum here, they trail, but they had a touchdown on their last drive, and they're looking to put something else together as the defense comes and gives them a quick 3 and out. Stymie and the Lions offensive attack. There's a good snap. Campbell's got it, gets it out of there. It is a high, booming kick. Fair catch called for and made by Baines, and a little trouble with that fair catch. It was almost a turnover for the Tigers.
I lost it in the lights too, so I'm sure he had some problems with that too.
Very nice kick that time. Let's check out our Facebook page anytime you get a chance. And of course, check out all the action. Don't forget Gridiron Live will be coming up this Tuesday night once again from the Oxford location of the Gridiron.
Get us some wings.
That's right. We eat well on Tuesday nights.
Wonder if they'll let me bring my popcorn bucket in.
And check out the bottom of the screen. That is every high school game across the state that you can see scrolling there across the bottom of the screen. The high school football action this weekend here in the state of Alabama. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. Baines out of that shotgun look. He's going to take it, calls his own number once again, looking for room over on the left side. He's got some. Ridden out of bounds across the way by number 4, Ty Kite, but it's another big gain on 1st down for the Tigers.
Yeah, Casey Baines was able to get it out to the outside. You know, they're kind of testing it up the middle. There just hasn't been much there for either team just every so often, but they're trying to test it to the outside, and they're having some success and was able to pick up some good positive yardage. 2nd and about, we'll call it about 3.
Yeah, give him 7 on it. Call it 2nd and 3 now for Tallassee.
8 yards. 2nd 2.
Well, they're going to actually say give him 8, so he's out to the 25. 2nd down and a couple coming up for this Tiger offense. The ball with their own 25-yard line. Baines. As once again, we've kind of been one of those shifty formations are the Tigers. And now we've got confusion, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Tallassee. So Tallassee wants to talk about it. They are on the move once again, trailing by 7 here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Don't forget, some of the quarterback club by your chance. For your choice of 3 items. 7.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs.
Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
Tallassee will look at 2nd and 2 out of the timeout. Quickly, a couple of scores. Some surprises tonight. Hanley on top of Leeds, 14-0 in the 2nd quarter. Etowah leads Alexandria 7-zip in the 2nd quarter. And Ohatchee 14-7 over Weaver in the 2nd quarter.
You say Hanley?
Hanley up 14-0.
I wonder who picked them.
It's early. Here is a 2nd and short look. This time a direct snap out of that Wildcat formation and a 1st down picked up by the Tigers. Markevius Matthews runs it out there before he is corralled and dropped by Justin Sistrunk for the Lions, but 1st and 10 Tigers.
That was a great run by Markevius Matthews. You know, he's just doing nothing fancy. He's got a lot of speed. When he gets past his line of scrimmage and Dylan Kidd with a good block, he's able to pick up some good yardage.
Casey Baines trots back on the field. Will take back over the quarterbacking duties for the Tigers. They've got it. And 1st down and 10 as they look to mount another offensive charge. And again, a lot of shifting around out of that offensive set. Very unbalanced over to the left side this time for the Tigers. And a direct snap again to Cochran Gill, and it didn't work. He is rounded up and dropped in the backfield. Big play by Justin Sistrunk for the Lions.
Yeah, Sistrunk, there wasn't no fooling him on that one. Went to Cochran, number 14 of the Tigers, and there was nowhere for him to go, and it looks like he lost about 5 yards on that play, Grady.
Yeah, that's a big loss. So loses all the way back to the 25-yard line, and that's going to be close to a 6-yard loss. We'll call it 5, 2nd and 15 now for the Tigers. As the Lions trying to step up big on defense here and shut down this Tiger drive. It's been a little bit of a back-and-forth ball game in terms of the drives so far for these two teams. Now motion, fake it, and hand it right up the middle to Matthews. He's stuck right in the middle of the field. Good defensive hit again by the Munford Lions. has drilled once again. There's some hard hitting going on out there on the defensive side of thing, and I believe that was going to be Marshall Clark once again for Munford.
Yeah, Marshall Clark was able to get right up there on the line of scrimmage and make the stop. Nobody. We've got a split screen going on there. Just nowhere for him to go on that play, Grady.
Loving the split screen with all the action there for FNN. You can watch a little bit of everything from different camera angles. Here's we continue to bring you technical marvels each and every week. Blitz up the middle, going long. Oh, had it in his hands, did the Munford Lion defender, and just not able to take it away. That's Christian O'Neal Owsley, and that should have been a pick for the Lions.
Yeah, Christian Owsley, it went right in his chest, but he bumped into one of his own players there. As you can see here on the instant replay, he went up to grab it and just bumped into his own player and dropped it.
And that was really brought about by the blitz right up the middle that time, and Baines had to get rid of it, and he almost threw it into the hands of Owsley. Well, he did, but Owsley just didn't catch it.
Yeah.
So punting time, nevertheless, for the Tigers as Munford stiffens on defense. Get it out of there. Baines, it's a low line drive, hits and rolls, and a big Tallassee bounce. It's going to be taken by Zay Britt. Dances up the sideline, got some room across midfield, and all the way down inside the 40-yard line of the Tallassee Tigers. He's finally knocked out of bounds by Cochran Gill, but Munford now with great field position.
Yeah, as you can see on the instant replay, he's running right up the sideline there. A little missed tackle there by the Tigers. He was down there, but just wasn't able to bring him down. He made it to the sideline and had done an open field.
One thing you will always see out of a good kick returner is they're very decisive when they get the football. They don't dance around. They just take it and go upfield with it.
Great.
And Zay Britt did just that. Carson Smith in a pistol look behind Tanner Reeves, going to give him the ball. Smith trying to find a hole, dances back up the middle. Going to find a little bit, but not a lot, as Cochran Gill will get him and slam him to the turf as he gets down inside the 35 to about the 34. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, not much going on the offensive fronts tonight, Grady, right now. They were just nowhere for him to go. Great defensive stop by the Tallassee Tigers.
2nd and long for the Lions. Call it 2nd down and 7. Here's Reeves firing out in the flat. Got Zay Britt. Got a block on the outside. Tries to cut it to the outside, and now he'll be forced out of bounds down inside the 30 near the 28-yard line. Near his first down. And forced out of bounds across there by Calvin Levitt.
Great catch by Britt. Able to get to the sideline and pick up a few yards. 3rd and short.
Yep. 3rd down and about a yard coming up for the Lions. We'll see if they can convert on 3rd and short this time. Carson Smith. Munford will go to the pistol look again. Clock stops, 5:32 here in the 2nd quarter on the out-of-bounds play, and give it to Carson Smith. Breaks it outside, big hole for Smith, and he's going to be hit and finally shoved out of bounds. Levitt over there saves the touchdown, but it is 1st and 10 for Munford, and the Lions suddenly are alive again.
As you can see, that pistol formation, Tanner Reeves handed to Smith, and Smith had nothing but open grass up there until he got to the secondary of the Tallassee Tigers, and another Munford 1st down.
He'll take it all the way down inside the 20, down about the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Lions. Reeves will have Smith over to his left side this time. Trips formation will move to the right side for the Lions. Reeves looking, pump fakes, goes down the middle, got a man caught. 1st and goal for the Lions. Great throw and catch that time as he hit Noah Champion, and it was good coverage down the field.
We haven't seen Noah Champion just yet, but there he is right there. It was good penetration by the Tallassee Tigers, but that was a great catch by number 3, and it is 1st and goal for the Munford Lions.
Maybe an even better throw by Tanner Reeves as he hit him in stride. High coverage now. Munford suddenly threatened to put this back up to a 2-score game. They'll go to a power formation, drops the football. Tallassee's got it. Tanner Reeves drops the football in the 2nd turnover for the Lions here in the 1st half. And coming up with a recovery is Casey Baines, and that is a huge mistake for the Munford Lions.
Yeah, it was. As you can see on the replay, Tanner goes up under center, just went straight to the turf on him. Looked like it hit him in the right knee there, and Tallassee's able to recover. Good heads-up play by the defense of the Tallassee Tigers.
Yeah, that's a mistake. That's 2 turnovers now for Munford here in the opening half. They've had some things go their way, but they've made some mistakes. And that keeps them out of the end zone of what looked like a sure touchdown for the Lions. We'll see if that comes back to bite them. Tallassee will be backed up 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line, but they're just glad to have kept the defense, to have kept Munford out of the end zone. We'll see what they will dial up. And straight up, off the left side, just trying to burrow his way out and get it off the shadow of his own goal line that time is Cochran Gill. He's going to be stopped that time, number 54 for the Munford Lions, makes the tackle.
Nothing fancy on that. I think they're just trying to get it out of their own end zone there.
Play picks up 3 yards.
But it's better than a Munford score, so that was a win for the
Tallassee
Tigers.
Definitely for the Tallassee Tigers, a big win. 2nd down and 7. They got a gain of 3. Baines under center once again for Tallassee. They're going to hand it off once again, and all hit in the backfield, maybe losing a yard this time. There's just nothing there. That Munford defense stepping up and being tough right there. As Jalen Johnson gets whacked up by Pernell Mitchell, 3rd and long for Tallassee.
Yeah, Tallassee's not doing anything fancy. I think they're just trying to get some breathing room out there so they can run their offense. Munford stepping up in there and going to probably force them to punt here in just a second.
So 3rd down would be a big first down if Tallassee can dial it up here. 3rd and 7. They've got it down at their own 7-yard line, do the Tigers. Actually got it at their own 5-yard line, do the Tigers. Baines out of shotgun, going to fire it quickly. Out in the flat, got his man. 1st down and more for the Tallassee Tigers. That's a big catch down the field by his back, Marcavius Matthews.
Great catch by Marcavius Matthews. You can see here on the instant replay, Casey Baines had plenty of time to throw. No pressure put on by the Munford Lions, and a 1st down for the Tigers.
Number 7.
And this Matthews kid, he can throw the football.
He sure can.
So
Casey can throw it, and Matthews can catch it.
Yes, he can. 1st and 10. They work it all the way out to the 20-yard line. So breathing room now for the Tiger offense.
They do a lot of shifting.
They do. Now, will it be a direct snap or? And now we've got another penalty flag, and I'm not even going to speculate this time. I'll just wait till Jimmy Buckley tells us.
A lot of movement.
Penalty marker on the play.
We got a dead ball. Encroachment on the defense.
Offside.
1st down.
Against the line.
So the Lions having a little trouble with all that motion, Brandon. It's kind of
It is.
Their
It's
eyes.
drawing them off. It's drawing them off. Tallassee's doing a lot of shifting and movement, but they're getting set, and it's drawing Munford off. Look a little confused out there on defense. He's not quite settled in what Tallassee's doing.
So 1st and 5 now, and here's Baines direct up the middle, and he is going to have it out to the 30-yard line, and that'll be right around the 1st down yardage needed. He is taken down by Zay Britt, or no, make that Pernell Mitchell.
Yeah, Pernell Mitchell coming up there to making the grab and the tackle. Just a small gain there. Well, it looks like they picked up the 1st down from here.
It is 1st and 10, so Tallassee moves the sticks, and the drive has already covered 28 yards, and they're at their own 30.
That's pretty good, considering the fact they started at their 1.
Yep, 2:35 to go. Only one timeout left for the Tigers. 2:35, though, still plenty of time. Might look for Baines to put it in the air here soon, though. They'll keep it in a tight formation right now. And here is Baines calling his own number. Hit in the backfield and dropped. Not going anywhere that time. Munford sniffed out that play, and that's number 18 who comes up and makes the stop. That's Justin Sistrom.
Yeah, Jake Burton trying to get something going there, and Munford was all over that. Nowhere to go. Now we're looking at 2nd and long again for the Tallassee Tigers.
Well, it's 2nd and 15. The Molas is back just inside the 25-yard line. Now Baines and company will try to figure something out here. Clock still runs. Munford has used a timeout in this 1st half as well. So they only have 2. If they hold on 2nd down, they might start thinking about taking one of those to get the ball back. Baines going to hand it off, and that's Matthews. Got a little room. Ball is loose, but I think Tallassee falls back on it. He may have been down when it came out. That's Cochran Gill who falls on the football, as we'll take another look at that, Brandon.
Yeah, looking at the replay here, Matthews has a nice little hole up there behind his right guard. He might have been down on that.
I don't know. It was close. I think it was out.
It was out.
And just Cochran Gill was there on Johnny on the spot to fall on that one.
Yeah, he didn't even really. He just saw the football, and there you can see he just fell right down on top of it. Heads up play by Cochran.
Got about 5 back, so it'll be 3rd and 10, we'll call it now, for the Tigers at the 30-yard line. Baines will have Matthews in motion. Fake it to him, looking out here in the flat. Got pressure coming, and he just has to throw the ball away. And that was a great hit put on him that time by Marshall Clark once again for Munford.
We're going to hear a lot of Marshall Clark's name tonight, and he was all over Casey Baines, and he had nowhere to go except just throw it away.
Barely got that back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be punting time for Tallassee. Still 59.7 seconds to go in the second quarter, so we'll see if Munford has enough time to try to do anything. Baines will kick it deep. Zay Britt is back there for the Lions. On the Carson Smith back as well. That's a nice kick. Carson Smith drifts over, but they're going to let it hit, and it's going to roll and take a Tallassee Tiger roll down to about the Munford 32-yard line, so the Lions will have 48 seconds with which to work, and I think a couple of timeouts left.
Nice punt.
Our second quarter is presented by Steve Kirk, Advanced Laser and Machine here in Munford. Appreciate Advanced Laser and Machine being the sponsor.
They did good work. Let's see if Munford can settle in here. Don't know what they'll do for 48 seconds. They might try to go deep.
We'll see. Tanner Reeves takes it, shotgun, drops back, looking to put it in the air, looking for the sideline, and Draven Campbell lays out and makes the catch. That's a great catch by Draven Campbell.
Great catch. Tallassee looked all over his back on that catch. That was a great throw by Tanner Reeves. You can see Tanner Reeves falling back, good protection, stepped into his throw, and was able to hit number 34.
Draven
Campbell.
Here's Reeves again now. Shotgun look, going quickly to the sideline off the hands of Marshall Clark. Got a little extracurricular over there that Marshall didn't particularly care for. Turns around and has a little word with big number 64 there for Tallassee. That was Anderson Baker. I think it was, how's the mom? Family doing well?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Big plans for the weekend? That was kind of the conversation they were having, I think.
Got you a popcorn bucket?
So second down and 10 with 30 seconds to go. Tanner Reeves, double wides, either side, looking. Coming in the flat again, Zay Britt can't handle it. It was a little tall, and he's just not able to pull that in. So
yeah, Britt was kind of catching it off of his back foot there, going backwards. Just an incomplete pass.
Third down, I wonder if Munford will choose to just run the football and let the clock roll and go on in at halftime and take a 7-point lead, or are they going to try something to pick up a first down and see if they can throw a few Hail Marys here?
Smith's pretty aggressive. I think he's going to, I see him down there waving his arms. I don't think that's a go to a knee sign.
Great looks here with our camera guys and our production here on screen with that split screen look here on FNN. Now Reeves indeed is going to put it in the air, pump fake. Little stop and go route, well covered down the field by Burton, going up, and is the catch. Nope. Out of bounds, they say.
Wow.
Burton came away with it, but it was out of bounds. It was a fight for the ball over there with Marshall Clark and two defenders.
Let's look at our replay here. We got Tanner Reeves going back with a pump fake, going long downfield. Let's see if he was out of bounds, because that looked like a great catch. Oh my gosh. That's going to make the highlight reel.
Yeah, that was a great catch, but it ended up, Burton took it away after it was out of bounds, but they hit out of bounds. So Munford will have to kick it away with only 16 seconds left. Dylan Campbell on to do the duty, and nobody going back deep this time for Tallassee. Campbell gets it and gets it out of there. Spiraling kick that's going to, of course, hit with nobody back, and it will roll as far as it will roll inside the 10, inside the 5, and out of bounds just at the 1-yard line. Great kick by Dylan Campbell.
That's what you see on Saturdays there, Grady.
Coffin corner.
And nobody even had to do anything. Just go down there and put your hand on the ball. Can't ask more than that from your punter. Well, now this is an interesting situation because we got 4 seconds left. Tallassee's kind of going to be backed up right there in their own end zone almost there, Grady. So they're going to have to do something.
Ohatchee 21-7 over Weaver in the second quarter. Central Clay County leads Cleveland County 21-0 in the first quarter. It is Springville over Curry 7-0. It is Randolph County over Glencoe 14-0. Childersburg leading Elmore County 8-0. Pleasant Grove in the top of the first leads Moody 2-0. Sachs on top of Asheville 14-7. Etowah still on top of Alexandria 7-0. Talladega down 20-0 to Beauregard in the second quarter. Here's Tallassee back to the line, and they're going to hand it off, and that should do it for first half action. It will. Munford with a fast start. They parlay that into a halftime lead here at home against Tallassee. We'll grab a timeout. We're back with our halftime report coming up here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even murmutts. And we covered it February 3rd, 2016. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 75 years.
When you're the boss, you need the right machines. The right machine is a new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR side-by-side. Quality fit and finish, and all this cabin space. Maneuvers like you wouldn't believe. The new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR, the strongest, 'cause I said so.
See the full line today at Talladega Cycle Sales on Highway 21 in Talladega or online at TalladegaCycleSales.com.
We welcome you back here at Munford High School Lions Field, where the Lions enjoy the halftime lead 13-6 over the Tallassee Tigers. Grady Sapp, Brandon Steele with you. And right now we're going to take you down to the field and enjoy the halftime performance from the Tallassee Marching Band. There you have it, a very fine performance here at halftime by the Tallassee Tiger Marching Band. We are going to take you to break, but as we go there, we're going to take a look back at what was a very exciting first half. Our first half highlights are presented tonight by State Representative Steve Hurst. On his feet and finally knocked out of bounds down in Tiger territory. That was a nice get the play in again from Coach Smith and the offense. Running the option. Got a perfect pitch to Carson Smith. Got a big block on the corner. And there he goes. Smith, his second. Now motion, and Baines going to hand it off on the end around. Met in the backfield, slips a tackle. Now cuts it back up the middle. Nice run this time for the Tallassee Tigers. Kelvin Levitt going to give it to Johnson. He and Baines rather run together, and that's just going to destroy the whole play. Baines has no choice but to hit the deck. You definitely don't want to hand it right back to the Lions right now the way they are rolling. Here's Baines dropping back, got time, throws it over the middle, got a man, caught. The first down inside Munford territory and more as going. It's a fake. It is a fake, and it's going to work. 1st and 10 for the Munford Lions. Pernell Mitchell, the upback, takes the direct snap, and Munford. Here is a pump fake by Reeves. Nothing there. Tips it out, intercepted. Baines has it and goes immediately down, and that was used. Turns the corners, keeps his balance. Touchdown, Tigers. And that was a great job by Matthew. Camera angles. Here's we continue to bring you technical marvels each and every week. Blitz up the middle, going long. Oh, had it in his hands, did the Munford Lion defender, and just not. It's going to be taken by Zay Britt. Dances up the sideline, got some room across midfield, and all the way down inside the 40-yard line. This time, trips formation will move to the right side for the Lions. Reeves looking, pump fakes, goes down the middle, got a man, caught. 1st and goal for the Lions. Suddenly threatened to put this back up to a 2-score game. They'll go to a power formation, drops the football. Tallassee's got it. Tanner Reeves drops the football. The Tigers. Baines out of shotgun, going to fire it quickly. Out of the flat, got his man. 1st down and more for the Tallassee Tigers. Ball back. Baines going to hand it off, and that's Matthews. Got a little room, falls loose, but I think Tallassee falls back on it. He may have been down. We'll see. Tanner Reeves takes it, shotgun, drops back, looking to put it in the air, looking for the sideline, and Draven Campbell lays out, makes the catch. That's a great catch by Draven Campbell here on screen with that split screen look here on FNN. Now Reeves indeed is going to put it in the air, pump fake. A little stop and go route, well covered down the field by Burton, going up, and is the catch? Nope.
Your pet is an important part of your family that returns love and care unconditionally. And right now's the best time to think about your pet's care for the spring months ahead. Greenbrier Animal Clinic in Anniston has been taking care of pets in the Calhoun County area for over 3 decades. Call now and schedule your pet for their annual vaccinations, flea and tick treatment, or grooming. Dr. Bill Brom and Dr. Elizabeth Main ensure your pet always sees a vet. X-ray lab and the latest surgical facilities on site ensures quality health care. Greenbrier Animal Clinic. Warm hearts, treating cold noses.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs.
Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
Daffron Auto Salvage in Pell City is where you'll find over 30 acres of automotive salvage, plus a warehouse full of quality parts for almost any need. Just call ahead and tell us what you're looking for. At Daffron Auto Salvage, you'll find it all. Engine parts, transmissions, rear ends, radiators, suspension, body parts, auto glass, even tires and wheels. You'll also get fast, friendly service. It's been that way since 1965. Don't pay too much for parts. Think used first. Daffron Auto Salvage, 793 Old Cold City Road in Pell City.
Out of bounds, they say.
Wow.
Burton came away with it, but it was out of bounds. And we welcome you back now. At halftime, Munford leads it over Tallassee 13-6. Right now, let's go back down to the field and enjoy the Munford Marching Band. with the Munford Lion Marching Band entertaining the home crowd here at halftime. Munford on top of Tallassee, 13-6. We'll be back with third quarter action coming up on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Custom Pizza on Highway 77 is where the Talladega area comes for one-of-a-kind homemade pizza. Made fresh to order, including the dough. Get yours with the toppings you want or choose from one of our many specialty pizzas. And just because it's fresh and homemade doesn't mean it has to cost more. Daily specials include a one-topping pizza you can pick up for just $8.75. Dine in, curbside, carry-out, or delivery. For the best pizza in Talladega, it's Custom Pizza. They also have calzones, hoagies, muffalettas, pasta, wings, even desserts. Call 256-362-3339 and place your order now.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even mermutts. And we covered it February 3rd, 2016. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Forsyth Builders are passionate about what they do. A full-service contracting firm, Forsyth handles a variety of jobs, including industrial, commercial, renovations, and new construction. Forsyth has become a leader in construction management and has constructed or made additions on a number of area businesses like Noble Bank and ABS Business Systems, additions to Anniston's Country Club and FNN Bank.
Remember to make Forsyth Building Company your first choice for quality construction.
Welcome back here to Lion Stadium in Munford. Just about set for the start of the third quarter. Grady Sapp alongside Brandon Still. And Brandon, we saw what we thought we'd see in the first half in terms of very competitive, very exciting. Both teams kind of back and forth a little bit. It's a good one.
It is, Grady. It's a real good one. Munford jumped out there on top real quick, but it's to be expected. Tallassee had to drive about 2 hours up here. A little rusty coming out of the gate, but they've really settled in and been playing some good football. And we got us a tight ball game. You
made this statement earlier in that first half. We saw a little bit of everything early on in that ball game because we saw a kickoff return for a touchdown. We saw turnovers. We saw fake punts and a whole lot of things there in that first half of football. And, of course, tonight.
Ooh, I like that view.
Look at the little thing. That shows you exactly where we are, right over here on top of the press box.
Wow.
As an aerial view of the stadium and the school here at Munford.
See if you can zoom in on that, producer, and see if you can look at my popcorn bucket.
You want the popcorn bucket. Don't forget, Grub Mart has got the made-ready donuts at the Jacksonville location now.
I'll be going up there tonight.
I figured you probably would.
I'm an ex-cop. I got to have my donuts.
Got to have your donuts. All right, Munford will kick it off. Remember, they elected to receive the opening kickoff of tonight's game, and it worked out quite well as it was returned for a touchdown by Carson Smith. Also want to let you know that our third quarter of action is presented by Auto Custom Carts in Oxford. Alabama Custom Carts in Oxford is the presenting sponsor of third quarter action here in Munford tonight. As the Lions will get ready to kick it deep. And Tallassee will look to even this thing up on their first drive of the quarter here. Kicking off for the Lions will be number 55, and that is Jeffrey Threets. Arkevius Matthews is the deep back. Olivert is back there as well, but it's going to be Matthews back around the 11. Drops the football and kicks it, and now falls on it. So a very near disaster for the Tallassee Tigers on the kickoff again. And now we've got a penalty flag, and we may have had a late hit there. And that is, I think, going to be the case. We'll get the call coming up here from Jimmy Buckaloo. And that's going to be a major distance when marched off against the Lions, and that's a mistake.
Foul on the kicking team. First.
Somebody piled on a little bit late, trying to on the fumble, and that costs the Lions 15, and that'll get Tallassee all the way out to their own 37 to start this opening drive of the quarter. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Casey Baines, the quarterback. Markevius Matthews is the running back. Now motion out of Levitt, and they're going to give it to Levitt on the end around. He's got some room. Levitt works his way out across the 40 up near the 44-yard line. Mitchell on the stop for Munford.
Yeah, seeing Levitt for the first time out here in the second half, and he was able to pick up some good positive yardage there. Running right behind Caleb Stewart, number 51. And we got about about 4 to go, Grady?
We call it 5, I think. 2nd and 5. Or thereabouts, 4.5, 5 yards to go. It was a nice gain on first down for Tallassee. I formation this time. Baines will go under center. Give it to the up back. He's hit immediately by Mitchell, and it's going to be a very short game.
Just some good old tough grinding football there. Munford getting a little gritty right there on the line of scrimmage, and really about maybe a yard and a half gain on that.
Now these 3rd and short, call it 3rd and a couple, and as you said earlier, Brandon, neither team having a lot of success in the middle of the field.
There's some big old boys down there, a lot of beef on the lines on both sides, and they both getting off the blocks good on the offensive line. Just not much happening up the middle right now.
So 3rd and short for Tallassee. They've got it. 3rd and 2, possession down for the Tigers. Let's see who will make the play. It's going to be Baines calling his own number, and he's going to have his first down and more as he gets it out near the 48, maybe the 49-yard line.
Yeah, he tried it up the middle, no luck, but now he's getting around over there on the left side behind Jake Justice and Andy Baker, picking up some positive yardage enough to get the first down.
So the corner has been where Tallassee's made hay tonight on offense. Let's join us this Tuesday night, Brandon.
All right, Ted Darby and Eddie Bullock.
Yeah, Talladega and Aniston will be represented well at Gridiron Live. 7 o'clock Tuesday night from the Oxford location of the Gridiron. We look forward to getting back out there again. Casey Baines will take the snap, looking out into the flat. He's got Levitt out there, and he makes the catch out at the Munford 40-yard line. And Ross will come in quickly for the stop, but that is another Tallassee 1st and 10.
Yeah, looking at here on the instant replay, Casey Baines had plenty of time to throw. He's in shotgun. He drops back, throws a deep pass out there to Levitt, open in the flat. Number 21 brings him down for the sack, but not before another Tallassee first down, Grady.
Kyle Ross who gets him on the turf, but it is indeed, Brandon, a 1st and 10 now in Lion territory. So a good opening drive to this 3rd quarter for these Tallassee Tigers. Motion out of Levitt. He's going to take it on the end around, hit in the backfield, breaks that tackle, stumbles, and now he's hit again. And Marshall Clark's going to wrap him up at about the 40-yard line. So no gain, we'll call it, maybe a half yard, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he was going from, I guess you get the other side of the field. Not many places to go. We got an injured Tallassee player down out there, but there's really nowhere for him to go. Just a great job by the Munford defense. Like you said, no gain on the play. And give a shout out to Alabama Custom Carts. I saw their logo pop up on the field. I was able to purchase a cart from them earlier this week. Running great. Need to do some business with them if anybody has a chance.
So 1st down and 2nd down now, and call it a short 10 for the Tigers. Levitt gets the fake. Now Matthews has got it, and he's going nowhere. Wrapped up immediately. Pernell Mitchell again is over there on that stop for the Munford Lions.
Yeah, I think the linebackers are reading this play real good. There's not a lot of shifting going on like we've seen in the first half out of Tallassee. And Pernell Mitchell was able to get right up there on the line of scrimmage and no gain hardly for the Tallassee.
He had a little help from another linebacker, Marshall Clark. So very good point. They're reading it and reacting very quickly on those plays right now. 3rd down, long for the Tigers. 3rd and 9 from the Lion 39-yard line.
There's my boys up there on the screen.
Gonna roll out and pressure and hit and decked. Big stop for the Munford defense and a big play there. Raven Campbell gets there first and the cavalry arrives to help.
Yeah, let's see. Casey Baines gets the snap, goes back. He's looking for somebody to throw, and Draven Campbell's just all over him. He read that like a book.
That's a loss of about 10 yards all the way back out near the 49-yard line. So the Tigers will have to kick it away. Baines will kick it deep to Carson Smith and Zay Britt for the Lions.
So Munford got a little chip on their shoulder coming out in the second half.
Defense stepped up after a nice start to the drive for Tallassee, and that's a nice punt. But it's going to drift over to the far sideline and roll out of bounds. And Munford will have it at their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions to start this third quarter for their offense.
Punt goes out of bounds.
Nice punt. Good to see what Munford can do on offense if that enthusiasm will carry over on their offense as well. Well, there's my favorite real estate agent, Terry Acker. I think I've bought about 4 houses from her. She's a great sales lady.
You're probably her favorite client.
I am.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions. It'll be Tanner Reeves out of the shotgun, trips left formation this time. Going to give it to Carson Smith, running that way. Makes a little hesitation, trying to get the corner, gets it, and he's going to scamper out of bounds up near the 23-yard line they'll give him, so a gain of about 5 for Carson.
Yeah, he was trying to find an opening seam up the middle. There wasn't any. He just kept on running to the sideline, trying to cut that corner, but in the process, picking up 5 yards, Grady.
You see Coach Bill Smith is always very intense into the ball game.
He's a very intense fella.
So 2nd and 5 now for the Lions.
Munford's lucky to have him.
Yep. Pistol look for the Lions. Reeves give it to Smith again. This time he's going to break it back right, and the going's going to be tough over there as he's hit immediately. A drop. Tough defense over there for the Tallassee Tigers that time, as making the stop is Anderson Baker.
Yeah, I think he thought he saw a hole where Dylan Campbell was. He was trying to bump it to the outside, but he saw that little hole there, but it closed up really quickly with Anderson Ferguson and Ethan Ogburn, number 58 from Tallassee.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Lions, and they would really like to get some first downs here and keep the ball away from that Tiger offense. It just seems like they're right on the verge of kind of getting it going.
Yeah, right there on the verge.
Yeah, quick pass in the flat for Zay Britt. Needs a block, gets one, got his first down. Zay Britt breaks a tackle, and he's all the way out to the 39-yard line. Great catch and run by Zay Britt. Cochran Gill gets him down.
Looking at that instant replay, Tanner Reeves throws it right out there to Britt. Britt just doing some good athleticism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players missing, just bad tackling on Tallassee's part. But you know you got to give it up for Zay Britt. That was a great first down run.
1st and 10 Lions, and that's a big first down to keep the drive alive. Reeves will have Smith alongside, double wides either side, coming down the near side. That's a quick pass in the flat, and going to be a short gain out to the 40, and that's going to be it for Cameron Lemons. He's hit immediately out there by Tavarius Griffin.
Good hands by Lemons, but when he went to turn upfield, Tallassee was all over him, nowhere to go. 2nd and long.
Well, they're going to give him just short of the 41, so call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 coming up for the Lions, and that's like an extended handoff. You throw that little pass in the flat, it's kind of like a sweep.
I love it.
See a lot of teams running that. Now you've got Zay Britt and Carson Smith in the backfield behind Tanner Reeves. Now motion out of Britt. Throwing a little swing pass behind the line to Zay Britt, trying to get the corner, use that speed, and he's going to get a positive gain out near the 45-yard line. So give him about 4, and it'll bring up 3rd down for the Lions, but manageable.
It is, and it was a pass that went behind him, and he also could have thrown the ball if he chose to do so, but he chose to run and was able to hit the outside a little bit. Good defensive play by the Tallassee Tigers to get him forced out of bounds. So we're looking at about 3rd and 6.
Call it 3rd and 5. They'll mark him right at the 44-yard line. So call it 3rd and 5. He got about 3 on that one. So the good defensive stop again by Tallassee and puts Munford in a possession down situation once again. Reeves looking quickly in the flat, got a man, hit immediately and stopped short of the first down, I do believe. And now we get a penalty flag coming in. And that's late. Burton made the hit. Pass was completed out there in the flat to Ethan Swinford. And we'll see what the call is here.
Reeves pass complete to number 12, Ethan Swinford.
And let's see. Jimmy Buckaloo will let us know what happened. And Munford's going to get a first down out of it.
On the play.
Got to be a personal foul of some sort.
Well, the dead ball, personal foul against the White. First down.
Jimmy gave that one some authority, so it must have been there.
Yeah, Brandon might have been that he picked him up and did a slam to the turf.
Yeah, Jimmy won't put up with none of that tonight. He's a veteran official. been with officiating ball, I know, for about 40 years.
So well, that's a big mistake for Tallassee. And now Munford down in Tiger territory, down around the 37-yard line. Motion out of the backfield once again. This time that's Lemons in motion and looking that way in a pump fake. Tanner Reeves going down the sideline. Lemons is there. Tip. Almost caught by Lemons. Pass just tipped away by Calvin Levitz.
Looking at that replay, Tanner Reeves, he takes the snap and shotgun. You could kind of see Lemons going in motion there. You knew something was going to happen. He goes deep down the field and almost has it.
That was a good pass. Levitt just made a great play, and then Lemons almost caught it anyway.
He sure did.
So as it is, it's just an incompletion, and
there it is, right off his fingertips. He just looked like he was going to get that ball.
So 2nd and 10 coming up for Munford now, as we have already played more than half of the third quarter. 5:27 to go here in this third quarter. Munford taking some time, and they may have to take a timeout. 5 seconds on the play clock. Going to have to rush to get this one off. Down to 3, down to 2. They get it off. Nope. Coach Smith's going to take a timeout again. Decided they weren't going to make it. That's the second time we've seen that tonight. Timeout on the field. The Lions driving. They lead it by 7 here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Munford having trouble getting the play off on that 2nd down and 10, so they have to take a timeout. And now the Lions will trot back out. Play is ready to go this time. As we continue to look around the area, still Etowah on top of Alexandria, 7-0 in the third, as the Hanley continues to be on top of Leeds, 20-13 in that third quarter. Here's Tanner Reeves, fired in the flat, got Zay Britt, gets a block, turns it up the field. Here goes Britt, fast and down and taken out of bounds across the way, and that'll be Casey Baines who comes up to make the stop, but that will be a Lion first down.
Looking at the instant replay, Tanner Reeves taking the snap out of shotgun. Of course, you know his favorite targets in second half, Zay Britt, just open out there in the flat and is able to bank it over there to the sidelines and bust a couple of tackles and pick up a very close to a 3rd down, a couple of inches maybe.
Maybe they haven't decided yet. They're looking at it. I thought that he had the first down. They have the 3rd down yard marker over there, but it's right on top of the sticks. So I think they're going to bring the chains across, and we'll take a look at this one. It will be close to 1st down yardage. If it's not, it is just short.
Official timeout for measurement.
It's like they marked him right down around just inside the 27-yard line.
I don't think Jimmy Buckley was too happy about that delay on the measurement there.
Did he have a look?
Did
he have a look about him?
Well, your officials are supposed to really get in there and let you know that it's real, real close so you can make that decision before the play starts.
Yeah, I saw them. They had the 3rd down marker right on the stick, so they'll stretch the chains down below us, stretch it out, and that's a 1st down by a good, probably half yard.
Yeah.
A little surprised that they had to measure for that one.
First down.
But they get it right, so 1st and 10. And keep the drive moving, will the Lions, and really that little passing game, the little swing pass is really starting to pay some dividends here in this third quarter.
It is. So Tanner Reeves is really hooking up with Zay Britt really good the second half. I don't think Tallassee's got an answer for him yet.
So 1st and 10 Lions down inside the Tallassee 27, just short of the 26-yard line of the Tigers. And he's got trips right. Nobody in the backfield alongside Tanner Reeves this time. Now motion out of Carson Smith. Fake it to Carson. No, Carson's got it. Going to take it and go around the corner. Cut off by good stringing it out by the Tallassee defense that time and stands him up for nothing. Anderson Baker all over the top of it, and there was a host of defenders out there for the Tigers.
Yeah, Tallassee wasn't biting on no deep pass on that, even though they had trips right. They got right out there on him. Nowhere for him to go. Now we're looking at 2nd and long.
Called Anderson Baker's name a lot tonight. Number 64, he is all over that field for the Tallassee defense.
He is. He's a very good linebacker. Got a lot of speed.
2nd down and 9 coming up for Munford. Pistol look this time for Tanner Reeves in the Lions' turn. Give it to Carson Smith, running it right out to the left side. He's got a hole, and he's got another hole. He's made some man miss, and he's inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle made that time for Tallassee as we look at the replay.
Yeah, Tanner Carson was able just to bust it to the outside, running down the sideline, and no answer. Number 3 just barely got him there. D. Ferguson, defensive back for Tallassee, just touchdown saving tackle right there at about the 1-yard line.
Well, the last time Munford had it in this position, they fumbled the snap going in for the touchdown. Tanner Reeves with the fumble just before halftime. We'll see if the Lions can cash this one in as they put together a really nice drive here in this third quarter.
This is going to be an interesting goal line stance because they both got some good lines.
And it's going to be Zay Britt taking the direct snap, cuts, hit the backfield, spins out of that. Ball is knocked out of his hands, and it goes out of bounds. And that's going to be a touchback. My goodness.
Seen it again.
That is 2 times Munford has been knocking on the door, and they come away with nothing.
Check this on the instant replay. Britt just tries to get right there in the end zone and gets popped right there by number
Cochran Gill, number 14. Wow.
Lightning does strike twice in the same spot, doesn't it? Right in the same spot almost.
And you have to wonder, is that going to cost the Lions? Because that is 2 point-blank, surefire touchdowns they had. They come away with 0 points, and we still have a 7-point game.
On the 1, Grady.
Wow.
That's got to frustrate Coach Smith.
It really does. That has to frustrate the players and Coach Smith and everybody and all the fans here at Munford because they've really controlled this football game, but yet they don't have much of a lead.
Yeah, and you get the hands back on the field with Tallassee Tigers, and if they can get a drive going, we might have a really tight ball game.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Here is Baines going to give it off right straight up the middle to Cochran Gill, breaking tackle, still on his feet. He's got some room out there now and makes a nice gain out of nothing that time, and that was all Cochran Gill as Mitchell finally brings him down.
Yeah, Cochran, number 14, just kind of bouncing to the outside, trying to find a hole, keeping his footing. And at the same time, he's going across the field. He's picking up some yardage, and a great job by his offensive front, Andy Baker and Jake Justice over there on the left side.
Give him 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Tigers. Their second possession here of the third quarter, and we're down to 3:40 to go in this third quarter. It's been a very fast one. Each team having seen the ball once, and now Tallassee with it for a second time. Now motion, and it's going to be the end around this time. Once again to Jalen Johnson, and he's going to be hit as he jumps into the hole, and he is going to be driven back and stopped. Very short gain on that. Marshall Clark sniffed that one out, held him to about a yard gain.
Yeah, we're going to hear Marshall Clark's name a lot. Linebacker come up out of his position, reading the run perfectly, and was able to get him right there at the line of scrimmage. Very short gain. 3rd and about 5 to go.
Yeah, in fact, they'll hold him to no gain on that, so 3rd down and 5 coming up for Tallassee as we roll under 3 to go here in this third quarter. Baines will have Cochran Gill in the backfield alongside Munford, stacking that line. Here goes Baines. Munford shooting the gap. They get him and they stop him. Very short gain indeed that time as the Munford defense saw that play all the way, and that interior line did a great job stopping it up.
Yeah, they did. You had Galen Patton up there, number 54, and Dylan Campbell, number 50, clogging up the hole. Nowhere for Tallassee Tigers to run.
Also Brody Bussey, big number 58 in there. So 4th down and Tallassee 3 and out after the Munford turnover. So here's Zay Britt trotting back out on the field. He'll get back around his own 45-yard line or so, ready to kick, or ready to receive the kick from Casey Baines. Third quarter action presented by Alabama Custom Carts in Oxford tonight. And there is the kick, and it's a high kick that's going to hit and take a Tallassee roll down inside the 40 to the Lion 39. And we've got 2 players hooked up across the way, and we've got penalty flags flying. As it's Anderson Baker and Kyle Ross who get tangled up across the way, and flags fly out.
Yeah, when you see players start raising their hands up, something happened. Wouldn't me, Coach?
Yeah, does that usually mean you're guilty?
Usually.
The officials are going to meet and discuss this. It might be offsetting fouls, or it may be the second guy. We'll see. Here's Jimmy Buckaloo.
Personal foul. On what?
Personal foul against Tallassee.
Got personal foul.
on red. They offset. A first down. That's a case of everybody was in the wrong.
Everybody. Good call by the officials.
So Munford, after another heartbreak as they take it all the way down to the 1 for the second time tonight and get nothing out of it after a hit at the goal line and a fumble through the end zone and a touchback. So now the Lions will go back to work. Had a great drive last time. We'll see if they can keep the offensive momentum after a 3-and-out produced by the defense. Tanner Reeves with Carson Smith. Pistol look, give it to Carson Smith. Cut it back up the middle, looking for a hole. Finds a little bit of room, gets it out across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Taken down there by Cody Kelly.
Yeah, Carson Smith there was trying to run behind Luke Gaither there, big number of 72. Was able to pick up about 4 yards on the play, second, and we'll call it about 7.
So it'll be once again Reeves and Smith in the backfield.
Doing a little hurry up.
Second down and 6 coming up for the Lions. Tanner Reeves now looking back over to the near side. Got trips formation over to that right side. Lemons is the only receiver over to the left this time for the Lions. And looking for Lemons. Turns around, wasn't ready. That was a miscommunication on the quarterback and the receiver.
That would have been miscommunication. I think Lemons would have had some open field in front of him.
Yep.
Because his defender fell down on the ground.
So you could chalk that one up as a missed opportunity.
A lot of missed opportunities tonight for Munford.
Yeah, there have been. They got to be sitting there thinking they should be up, 3 touchdowns right now.
Easily.
So third down and long, 3rd and 6 now for the Lions out at their own 43-yard line. Reeves going to give it to Smith, and he's going to run it right. Just running the football is Munford, and nothing doing there as Anderson Baker's got him, and he's going to slam him to the ground. And that'll bring up 4th down and long, and the Lions will have to kick it away.
Great defensive stop by the Tallassee Tigers. Smith just didn't have nowhere to go. He was running down that right side, looking for Bussey and Campbell and all them for some blocks. But Tallassee didn't have no part of it. They got right in there on him.
Pretty conservative call, though.
Very conservative.
So it'll be Dylan Campbell on to kick it away. Casey Baines will be back deep for the Lions, or for the Tigers, I should say. And third quarter winding down here, under 30 seconds to go. High driving kick by Dylan Campbell. Once again, Baines makes the fair catch. And Tallassee will start back at their own end of the field, just about the 21-yard line. Again, our thanks to Alabama Custom Carpets for presenting tonight's third quarter action. Alabama Custom Carts, brand new sponsor. We're glad to have them on board.
I'm glad to have them too. As soon as I leave here, I'm going to go home and ride my cart and eat my popcorn bucket and ride around Meadow Lakes.
Do you have lights on the cart?
I do. They got all kinds of carts. They even got family-sized carts that haul about 15 people.
How about that?
They rent them out, sell them, and repair them.
Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Baines will operate out of the shotgun for Tallassee, 1st and 10. He's going to drop back. He's got all day. Now the pressure comes, throws it down the middle. Caught. What a catch.
Unbelievable.
What a catch by Markevius Matthews, as he had Lemons all over him and somehow comes out of there with a catch.
Look at this on the instant replay, Grady. Baines takes it in shotgun, has pretty good time to throw there. No pressure really hardly. They're trying, and he throws the deep ball down to Markevius Matthews. He jumps up. You got a host of Munford players there, but he was just able to come down with a catch. Had number 5 there from Munford, just unable to break it up. Cam Lemons, great athleticism by his part, but unable to come down with the football.
Exciting play to end the third quarter. We've got 12 minutes to go. It's a tight one here in Munford on the Friday Night Network. Game of the week.
At the end of the third quarter, your score.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs. Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
Your pet is an important part of your family that returns love and care unconditionally. And right now's the best time to think about your pet's care for the spring months ahead. Greenbrier Animal Clinic in Anniston has been taking care of pets in the Calhoun County area for over 3 decades. Call now and schedule your pet for their annual vaccinations, flea and tick treatment, or grooming. Dr. Bill Brom and Dr. Elizabeth Main ensure your pet always sees a vet. X-ray, lab, and the latest surgical facilities on site ensures quality health care. Greenbrier Animal Clinic. Warm hearts, treating cold noses.
Just about set for fourth quarter action here. Tallassee will have it first and 10 out of their own 48-yard line. Our fourth quarter is presented by Keller Williams Realtor, Terry Acker.
Terry Acker.
And don't forget here in the fourth quarter that we'll go side by side for the rest of the game. When we go to break, we'll also keep you right here on the field as well.
Terry Acker's a great real estate agent. She can buy them, sell them, do whatever you need. If you got a home for sale, you need to give her a call. She's a very, very good seller.
First down and 10. Here is the pass out in the flat. Got a man. That's Levitt. He's got it. And that'll be another first down. Ross comes up just to finish it off. But again, Tallassee moving it through the air.
Great play here, Grady. He's having all day back there to throw, and he's able to jump up there and catch it. Levitt down with a first down catch.
So Tallassee on the move all the way down to the Munford 42-yard line.
It's kind of like they got a sense of urgency here to put some points on the board.
Yeah, it's early fourth quarter. You're down by 7. Need to make something happen. Tallassee trying to do just that. Lions looking for a defensive stop here. Casey Baines will operate it out of the shotgun. Penalty flag comes down, and I think we're going to have a motion penalty on the offensive line, perhaps.
This way.
Left guard is the
left
call
guard
by Jimmy Buckaloo. So back the Tigers up 5, make it first and 15.
Oh, those frustrating penalties, Grady, they'll kill you. But some good catches here by Tallassee right here going in the second half, starting the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's only their second or third possession now of the half. Both teams have had some long time consuming ball control drives that have not resulted in anything.
I'm loving the play calling.
It's been an interesting game. It's been a chess match between these coordinators and these coaching staffs. First and 15 for the Tigers. Here's Baines. Get it out in the flat to Levitt. He's got it. Fumbles the football. Munford. I believe the Lions fall on it. They had 3 guys around it. Let's see. Let's see who comes out of there with it.
Let's look at it here on this replay. Kind of looks like an incomplete pass. We'll take a peek. Catch it. Yeah, that's going to be an incomplete pass. He never gained possession of that. See it hit his chest and go straight down to his knees. Hits the turf. That should be going to an incomplete pass.
And it's going to be ruled a catch and a fumble.
Wow.
Wow. So you didn't see it that way.
No.
We have the instant replay, the benefit of it up here. Great job, guys, on the cameras catching that one, so we could take a look at it.
Great instant replay.
First and 10, the 45-yard line.
So Munford, maybe that is the break of the game for the Lions. They've turned it over 3 times tonight. And Tallassee with their first turnover. First and 10 Lions now at their own 45. Give it to Smith, no fake it. And Tanner Reeves keeps it, makes a man miss. He's across midfield and will slide down in the Tallassee territory at about the 47-yard line. Over there to make sure he is down indeed is D. Ferguson.
Yeah, D. Ferguson making the... Tanner Reeves decided to call his own number there and saw a hole, and a good call by his part because he picked up a lot of positive yardage. Second down and 4.
Here come the Lions, second down, and we'll call it 3 to go now from the 47-yard line. And give it to Carson Smith running left. Got this first down and more down the sideline. Carson Smith, a flag though, coming in from all the way back from the back judge. And we're going to have, I believe, probably, wouldn't you think, a hold up here?
More than likely. But that was a good run. He bumped to the outside there. They're having a lot of luck running to the outside there tonight, Grady.
So this one's coming back. That was a heck of a throw by the back judge. It was a nice run by Carson Smith, but all for naught as this one will come back. And we're going to call the hole right around the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be second and very long. Here's Jimmy Buckaloo will come over and give us the official word.
During the run, we have a hold on red. It's a spot foul, 10 yards from the spot, second down.
All right, so Jimmy Buckaloo, the spot foul, and it's second down now, and called it about
Second and 13.
13 yards to go for the Lions. So we'll see if Munford can find a way to pick this up. Had the big fumble recovery, and now the big penalty. Here's Reeves calling his own number another time up the middle, and he is popped.
Wow.
Good defense that time by the Tigers.
Yeah, Tanner Reeves trying to call his own number there, and Anderson Ferguson was having no part of it. Met him right at the line of scrimmage and brings him down. Hard hit on the quarterback there.
Stop name, number 20, Cody Kelly.
So it'll be 3rd down now, and 10 yards to go for the Munford Lions. And it's a possession down, and boy, if you're Munford, you'd really like to keep this football because Tallassee looked like they had some offensive momentum going on that last drive. Here's Reeves dropping back, got time, stands there, puts it out, got Marshall Clark. Big catch, first down. Clark dragging a tackler down to the 40-yard line.
Looking at the instant replay here, Tanner Reeves having all day back there in the pocket to throw. Finding Marshall Clark open out there in the open field. And number 1, Kevin Lovett, with the stop holding on to his jersey. I guess they need those skin tight ones. That might have been a touchdown.
You remember the days of tearaways, or that might have been before your time. Back in the days, they used to wear tearaways. Here's Reeves giving it off. That is going to be Carson Smith. Not a lot there that time. Good stout defensive play by Cochran for the Tigers. Cochran Gill on the stop.
Yeah, Cochran linebacker ran up there and met Carson Smith right there, just about 2 yards up across the line of scrimmage. Nowhere for him to go. Hard hit.
So Reeves and Munford taking their time on the play call right now. Remember, the clock is their ally as we go under 9 to go here in the ball game. They lead by 7 and have it on the move here against this Tallassee D. Fake it to Carson Smith. I don't know if that's a busted play, but Reeves going to make the most of it. Scamper out of bounds down inside the 45 at the 44-yard line, 34-yard line.
Tanner Reeves looked like he was wanting to hand it off, but decided to call his own number and skimpers to the sideline there. Picks up a few yards, probably about 3rd and 4.
Well, they're going to spot him at the 33, so make it 3rd and 3 as they gave him a nice spot there on the near sideline.
Yeah,
33-yard line.
So is it 2-down territory here with 8:41 to go?
I would say so.
Trying to put the game away if you can.
Score if you can with about 8 minutes and 41 seconds.
Taking some time on this play call. Play clock is down to 8. I don't know if they're going to get this play off. I think Munford's going to have to take a timeout. And Coach Bill Smith, nope, they do get it off. Reeves fakes it, gets it out to Zay Britt, coming back into the middle of the field, all the way across the field, slips down. And he's going to be short of his first down as he was coming to the near side. He came all the way across the field, Zay Britt did.
He did. That was a weird-looking play. But Trent Cochran on the stop there, coming out of his linebacker position and made him right there. Call that about 2 yards to go.
Yeah, it's going to be gained about a yard, so it'll be 4th and 2 from the 32-yard line. And, you know, for Tallassee, this could be a huge stop defensively and get it back in your offense's hand. And Munford's going to run a tight formation, an eye look.
Might try to draw them off.
And now motion, and now move it back out. And indeed, it does look like they're going to try to draw them off. And now we're going to have a whistle and a flag. And we're going to have movement along that line of scrimmage, and that may negate any chance of going forward on 4th down if the Lions moved.
I'm not so sure. I wouldn't have maybe tried to run a play there, but trying to draw them off, get the easy first down, but Tallassee didn't budge.
So here's the call. It's going to be against Munford.
We lined up off sides. Got that ball. We have Crossfoot on the red, still 4th down.
Well, I thought that was against Tallassee there for a second.
Lined up offsides. Yeah, you don't see an offensive lineman line up offsides very often.
Not often. Usually that's on the defense.
So it's 4th down now, and now it's 4th down and 8 for the Munford Lions.
But the way your defense is playing, I don't know if I wouldn't just kick it. And
I think that's what they're going to do, yeah. Here's Dylan Campbell on to punt this one away. Baines will drop back deep and just try to pin Tallassee back in their own goal line if you can. And play some defense here.
Number 50, Dylan Campbell, back to punt for the Lions.
And maybe even take a delay of game penalty here, but now we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Munford. So timeout on the field. It's a tight one here in Lion Stadium. We're back with more coming up on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, And you'll find a full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving. Big Daddy's Barbecue on Highway 21 is where Munford comes to eat. You'll always find delicious home cooking daily with fast, friendly service. Big Daddy's offers plates or sandwiches with all your favorite sides to choose from, specializing in wings, burgers, chicken, ribs, and barbecue. Open early, open late, 6 days a week. Come in with family or friends or call ahead and take it home. 256-358-9005. Big Daddy's Barbecue, proud supporters of the Munford Lions.
Lions elect to kick this one away, and Dylan Campbell tries to kick a high kick, and he kind of has a little shank there, and Tallassee's going to end up with great field position. This is going to be a minimal net gain for Munford. In fact, about 13 yards is it.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to, he didn't want to kick it in the end zone, so, but he kind of shanked on him and went out of bounds.
So 25-yard line, that's the danger on that. If you do kick it away from that position on the field, you may not net a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, that was probably the best thing anyway. Nobody could get it, and no chance of a return.
7:39 to go in the football game. Munford clinging to that lead they've held since the first couple of possessions of the first half, and then nothing since for the Lions. Turnovers have been the Achilles heel of Munford tonight. Here is Baines. Shotgun look, turn, fake, looking downfield, going down the middle. Got a man out there. That's Burton, and good coverage that time by Munford as they had him double team. Lemons back there along with Derek, or rather Lemons back there along with Ty Kite.
Great coverage by Lemons and Kite. He was running downfield. It looked like he was running a little post pattern, but two people on him, no chance for a reception.
So 2nd down and 10 now for Tallassee. That'll stop the clock on that incompletion. And the Tigers have to start thinking about time. You've got plenty of time right now to drive, but you're not going to get a lot more looks at it probably.
No, it looks like they're kind of in a hurry-up mode, passing. I don't know.
Baines going to look quickly out in the flat. Got his man. That's Burton. And Burton's going to be wrapped up quickly out there as reading the play all the way. And coming out to make a nice open field stop that time for Munford was Justin Sistrom.
Yeah, the good news on that, Jake Burton made a good catch. But the bad news is, though, you had half of the Munford defense over there right on him.
And again, Terry Acker, Keller Williams Realty, is the sponsor of the fourth quarter action here on the Friday Night Network.
I know somebody's listening that's got a house they need to sell. They need to look at that and give her a buzz, because she will be all over it.
So it'll be a 3rd down and long, 3rd and 13 now coming up for the Tallassee Tigers. Ball back at their own 22-yard line. Here's Baines. Looking back, pressure coming, setting up the screen. And it's not going anywhere. Great job by that Munford defense. Mitchell making the stop that time on Tallassee on Cochran Gill, and the Tigers will have to kick it away.
Wow. Munford read that all over. There was nowhere for him to go on that one. 4th down, don't have to punt. I don't know if they would. I think I would have maybe did a little bit more of a sustaining drive on that. There's plenty of time.
Yeah, now you're giving it back to that Lion offense. If they can pick up a few first downs, suddenly time becomes a big factor. Baines will kick it away, gets it out of there. That's a line drive kick that Zay Britt's going to let hit. It's going to take a Munford bounce and now kind of a neutral bounce, and the Lions will have it. Good field position out at about their own 41-yard line with 6:01 to go.
In a defensive game,
it has turned into that. Defense and mistakes have kept this a low-scoring affair tonight.
But the Munford defense has definitely stepped up here. I was a little nervous on that little drive just a second ago, but Munford had an answer for everything they had to throw at him.
1st and 10 for the Lions. Here's Reeves. Give it to Carson Smith, cutting it outside to the left. He's got a little room and breaks a tackle, hit and dropped. As Tallassee hung on and the cavalry arrived. I think getting there first was Tavarius Griffin.
Yeah, Tallassee's linebackers are very fast, and what Carson Smith, he's trying to bounce it to the outside, trying to find that crease, trying to find a hole. Nothing there. Thought he could get to the outside, and by the time he gets there,
he gets knocked on. He gets about 4 yards. We'll give him 2nd and 6 coming up. And Munford taking their time, as you might expect. They got it out at the 46-yard line. They've got to get it to the Tallassee 49. Reeves with Smith in the backfield. Give it to Carson Smith. No, Reeves calls his own number. He breaks the tackle, gets to the far side, and he's going to have his first down. And a good read that time for Tanner Reeves.
That was a good call because it had me fooled. I thought Carson Smith had it, but Tanner Reeves called his own number. Bounced to the left side, and some good blocks by Peyton Graben, Luke Gaither, and Jeffrey Threat, number 55. Was able to pick up a Munford first down.
Nice little zone read that time by Tanner Reeves, and he made the right one. And then goes back to the other side, and the Lions keep it moving here. 1st and 10. So taking their time, though the clock not running right now, went out of bounds across the way.
They give everybody time to write Terry's number down and get their house on the market.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 Lions. Reeves, give it to Carson Smith. Looking for a hole. Not going to find one. Good defense. Anderson Baker. And also, once again, there another active player, Cochran Gill for Tallassee.
Cochran Gill, he's been all over the place tonight. Carson Smith trying to bounce it to the right side this time. And unfortunately, there was no space to run, and Tallassee was able to swallow him whole on that one.
So 2nd and long, 2nd and 9 for Munford. Clock rolls with 4:38 to go. Now Reeves will look over to the near side, taking plenty of time off that play clock. Kind of playing possession ball right now. Pistol look this time for the Lions. Reeves, give it to Smith, bouncing it to the left side, got some room, makes the corner, cuts it upfield, got a first down. Carson Smith.
Great run. Carson Smith able to break it to the left side. As you can see on the instant replay.
Stop on the play by number 6.
Gets right in there, picks up the first down with 4:12 left in the game. A couple more of those.
Yep, Griffin makes the stop. Yep, and that does keep the clock moving. And in the hands of the Munford Lions, now trotting on into the backfield, Justin Sistrunk. As Carson Smith will get a little breather as he's been working hard here throughout the night.
Very hard.
So 1st and 10 Munford. It'll be a pistol look. Sistrunk will line up directly behind Tanner Reeves. Reeves has got it. Give it to Sistrunk. He's got some fresh legs, and they're taking right out from under him again. That is Tavarius Griffin on the stop for a little bit of a loss that time.
Yeah, Tavarius Griffin, linebacker, was able to read that one out and get in there and make the sack behind the sticks, too. But the clock is still moving. 2nd and 11.
2nd, and yeah, we'll call it 11. It's just behind the sticks, and Munford right now seems to be watching the clock more than the yard markers as they continue to just kind of run the football, pound it out here. I don't know if the Lions will try to do a little play action and burn the Tallassee Tigers or take a chance on stopping the clock. Reeves. Carson Smith is back in there, bounces it right back left side. There he goes. Carson Smith has got another first down for the Lions.
He comes back in. We can look at it here on the instant replay, Grady. Carson gets the ball. What's happened with this, the reason why this is working, the linebackers, they want to come up, but they're having to respect the pass because you don't ever know when Tanner's going to reach back and throw. And that was able to hit the left side there behind Jeffrey Threat and Luke Gaither and pick up another Munford first down with 2:53 and the clock moving.
Collier Bonner made the stop, but as you said, another nice 1st and 10 gain for Munford, and they can burn some more clock, and it's not going to be long before Tallassee has to start burning timeouts. Here's the give. Carson Smith, again running strong in the middle. Short gain down to the 20. And that'll be Griffin once again on the stop.
Number 6.
Yeah, a good stop by Griffin, but not before old Carson picks up a couple of yards with the clock still moving.
3 yards. 2nd and 7.
Give him 3. It is 2nd and 7, and Munford is now threatening as they going to move inside the red zone here with just over 2 to go now. 2:10 left in the football game. And Tanner Reeves looks over as they're letting as much of that play clock wind down as they can. Now down to 5 seconds. Reeves sets him. There you got it. Carson Smith again, the workhorse tonight for this Munford Lion football team. Pounds his way down inside the 20. He'll have it down near the 17, 18-yard line. And now Tallassee will take a timeout. Comes with 1:49 to go. Munford leads it here on the Friday Night Network. Game of the week.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here, and we are celebrating at Town and Country Ford. The numbers are in, and Ford is again America's best-selling brand and the #1 selling vehicle for 40 years, the Ford F-150, and we've got a ton of them from which you can choose. The highest owner loyalty of any brand is what makes Ford happen, and Town and Country Ford's people are what make the dealership happen. People and selection. You can't beat it. Town and Country Ford.
20-16 in the fourth. Back here at Munford, final 1:49 as you see there on the clock. And I want to let you know, of course, we've got our weekly poll up right now for you to help pick us where we're going to be next Friday night. And you can get online and check that out. You can also get the FNN app. And right now, there is the, we're going to get the poll up here in just a second and let you kind of look at how votes are going for our game of the week next Friday nights.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Here's Munford. Tanner Reeves and company back to work, facing a 3rd and 5. And now Coach Smith is very unhappy as the Lions are going to have to take a timeout. He calls them over and I would say admonishing his players fervently.
Yeah, but that was probably a good timeout with third down. You don't want to make any mistakes on this.
Let's grab a timeout as well. Munford will have a 3rd and 5 when we come back here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 75 years.
Here we are, 3rd down and 5 for the Lions down inside the 20-yard line. And it'll be with 1:49 to go. Here's Tanner Reeves running the option. Perfect pitch to Carson Smith. Going to have his first down, I believe. He's down inside the 13, and we get a penalty flag on the tackle. And I think that's going to set Munford up in business.
Penalty marker on the
Yeah,
play.
Tanner Reeves giving it to Carson Smith. That was a perfect toss. We'll see what the penalty is.
What is the penalty here? That's going to be a big call, as it's right at the 12-yard line. And I believe that's good enough for the first down. And we're waiting on Jimmy Buckaloo to decide what we're doing here. They're going to step it off. It is against Tallassee. That is a Munford 1st and 10. Let's see what the call. It was a half the distance to the goal.
Down on the defense. It's 5-yard penalty. It is a first.
Well, Brandon, I would say that Munford in great position to put this one away. However, we've seen 2 turnovers inside the 1 tonight by the Lions. Let's see if they can avoid that this time and tuck this game away and get another big region win, move to 3-0 in region play with Leeds trailing Hanley 20-16 in the 4th quarter. The Lions could find themselves atop the region. There goes Tanner Reeves. Stays on his feet, surges down inside the 5. He'll be down near the 2-yard line. Griffin makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Lions.
Yeah, Tanner Reeves calling his own number, running behind Graben and Gaither. Just trying to keep that clock going and trying to inch it in the end zone.
Oxford beats Albertville tonight 43-0. Just gave you the 20-16 Hanley and Tallassee, or Hanley and Leeds score. And we've got an injured Tallassee player on the field right now. So both teams will move over to the sidelines. Injury timeout here on the Friday Night Network, Game of the Week.
Oops, had a fender bender? Have them tow it or take it yourself to Wesley's Paint and Body. Baker Reynolds and his guys have been this area's go-to team for quality automotive body repair and paint work for years. All makes and models, foreign or domestic. They take them crashed and make them look like new. And with Wesley's larger new facility, including 2 full-size paint booths, they can get you fixed up fast. Always free estimates, best price on repair work, insurance claims welcomed, and service with a smile. That's Wesley's Paint and Body, Highway 78 East in Anniston.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even mermutts. And we covered it February 3rd, 2016. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Second and goal for the Lions now. Down inside the 5-yard line. Carson Smith's got it. He is just hammered and is not going to get there as that Tallassee defense stiffens up there. And now it'll be third and goal for the Lions.
Nowhere for him to go on that one. Luckily to hold on to the football.
Yes. Down at the 3-yard line, third and goal coming up.
Darius Ferguson, number 64.
But only 34 seconds to go. And a timeout taken once again, this time by the Tigers. So Tallassee will take, I believe, their final timeout. 31 seconds to go. Munford will have it third and goal when we come back here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
It'll be third down and goal for the Munford Lions here in just a second. I want to remind you again about our fan poll. You can vote for the games you want to see. Let's cover this week coming up on FNN. There are your choices. Pell City at Anniston, Oxford at Benjamin Russell, Wellborough at Talladega, Westbrook Christian at White Plains. Vote now for next Friday night's game.
I'm on it.
So third and goal for the Lions. 31 seconds to go in this one. Zay Britt, Wildcat formation. Britt's got it. Going to come to the right side, cutting it back up the field. Touchdown, Munford. Zay Britt takes it in.
Great call by Munford, giving it to Zay Britt, kind of going the way we call it, as you can see on the instant replay. The Wildcat formation, he takes a direct snap, hits to the right side. Perfect blocking by Munford behind Dylan Campbell, O.J. Flint, and in for the score.
And that will do it for the Lions. They're going to move to 3-0 in the region and 3-1 on the season tonight. Tallassee will drop their first game of the season, and they will fall to 2-1 in region play. As the extra point attempt forthcoming here for the Munford Lions. It'll be Lawson Molden on to attempt it, kicks it up, and that one is no good once again. So the kicking game continues to be a problem for Munford. They lead it though, 19-6 here at home. We'll grab a timeout, come back, and have the final 19 seconds for you. It's the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs.
Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
It has been an exciting one and a tight one here tonight. The Lions finally get another touchdown on the board. They lead this one 19-6 with only 24.5 seconds remaining in it. Grady Sapp, Brandon Still with you. And what we saw was a really exciting first quarter and a half, and then it was exciting from a defensive standpoint the rest of the way. Both teams able to move it, but neither team able to score until just now.
Great defensive plans on both Tallassee and Munford, but Munford was able to get that drive going right here in the fourth quarter and was able to punch it in the end zone and kind of what you say, put the nail in the coffin.
Ohatchee leads Weaver 28-13 in the fourth quarter over on the Creek Bank. Hanley still leads the Green Wave 20-16. That ball game in the fourth quarter as well. So some games of interest in some of the regions around the area tonight. Threet will kick it off for the Lions. He's going to scrib it. No surprise there, and Griffin's going to fall on it back around the 34-yard line. So Tallassee will have 23 seconds with which to work.
Receives the kickoff.
Trailing 19-6, and for Munford, I think you're going into a very loose defense here. Keep it underneath. Of course, I've heard many times the only thing that defense prevents is winning.
That's it.
Of course, Tennessee probably would have liked to have been in a little more of a prevent defense last week against Florida.
Oh, my gosh. That's probably what we'd have seen, too, if Munford wasn't able to punch it in the end zone.
I think you're going to see some of that now. You're going to have 3 defenders lined up at the Munford 45-yard line. You're going to rush 3 or 4 guys, and then everybody's kind of backed off the line of scrimmage. Tallassee going with an open look. Here's Baines going to throw it out in the flat, going to have it complete and dropped immediately. As that was a nice open field tackle by the Lions. Ty Kite that time.
Ty Kite. He came up out of the cornerback position and tattooed Tallassee right there. We got about 2nd and 7.
And that's going to do it, I think. Only 2 seconds to go. I don't think, well, now we've got a penalty flag. So we will perhaps see another play. Well, I thought I saw a penalty flag across the way. I think I did.
Belly marker on the play.
So Jimmy Buckaloo will tell us about that.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike
Wow,
conduct.
unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Tallassee. That's going to back them up 15 yards. And at this point, that's pretty much a moot point.
Yeah, frustration's starting to set in, but this is going to happen. Tallassee will have one more play here with 1.1 second left on the.
Well, let's see. They will blow this back in play. I don't know that they'll have another play. Well, they will. They're going to take a timeout. So the Tigers will take a timeout with 1.1 seconds to go in this ball game. They're down 19-6. They're not going to be able to win it. Munford's going to get the win here at home. And again, pending what happens over in Roanoke tonight, the Lions may be leading the region here. As Elmore County was losing, they had already lost. And it's still 20-16, showing in the 4th quarter, Hanley over the Leeds Green Wave. And that's a big upset. Hanley has really struggled this season.
I bet y'all gonna wonder why I picked Hanley, huh?
Yeah, Munford will still have Hanley and Leeds on the schedule coming up in the second half of the season, but by winning tonight, they control their own destiny. Beat those teams.
Big win.
Yeah, for Munford, they will have the home game against Hanley, and then they'll be on the road over at Leeds later in the second half of the season. Here is the drop back by Baines, going to throw it out in the flat, going to be hit, and that's Cochran Gill taken down across the way, and Munford wins it tonight. 19-6, a hard-fought battle by the Lions to come out on top here over the Tallassee Tigers. We will grab a timeout. We're back to wrap things up next here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Big Daddy's Barbecue on Highway 21 is where Munford comes to eat. You'll always find delicious home cooking daily with fast, friendly service. Big Daddy's offers plates or sandwiches with all your favorite sides to choose from, specializing in wings, burgers, chicken, ribs, and barbecue. Open early, open late, 6 days a week. Come in with family or friends or call ahead and take it home. 256-358-9005. Big Daddy's Barbecue, proud supporters of the Munford Lions.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
The Munford Lions walking off the field tonight, victorious here at home, final of 19-6 over the visiting Tallassee Tigers. It was a hard-fought football game. A lot of highlights to get to here from the second half. Our second half highlights are presented by State Representative Steve Hurst. Out there again, Casey Baines will take the snap, looking out into the flat. He's got 11 out there, and he makes the catch out at the Munford 40-yard line.
On the screen.
Gonna roll out and pressure and hit and decked. Big stop for the Munford, kind of getting it going.
Yeah, right there on the verge. Yeah,
quick pass in the flat for Zay Britt. Needs a block, gets one, got his first down. Zay Britt breaks a tackle, and he's all the way out to the 39. Motion out of the backfield once again. This time that's Lemons in motion and looking that way at a pump fake. Tanner Reeves going down the sideline. Lemons is there. Tip. Almost caught by Lemons. Pass just tipped away to 13 in that third quarter. Here's Tanner Reeves. Fired in the flat. Got Zay Britt. Gets a block. Turns it up the field. Here goes Britt. Fast and down and taken out of bounds across the way. And Carson Smith running it right out to the left side. He's got a hole. And he's got another hole. He's managed to man miss. And he's inside the 5-yard line. Britt taking the direct snap. Cuts. Hit the backfield. Spins out of that. Ball is knocked out of his hands. And it goes out of bounds. And that's going to be a touchback. My goodness.
Seen it again.
That is. So the third quarter, Baines will operate out of the shotgun for Tallassee, 1st and 10. He's going to drop back. He's got all day. Now the pressure comes. Throws it down the middle. Caught. What a catch.
Unbelievable call. Very, very good seven.
1st down and 10. Here is the pass out in the flat. Got a man. That's Levitt. He's got it. And that'll be another 1st down. Ross covers with his coaching staffs. 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Here's Baines. Get it out in the flat to Levitt. He's got it. Fumbles the football. Munford. I believe it. 3 to go now from the 47-yard line. And give it to Carson Smith running left. Got this 1st down and more down the sideline. Carson Smith, a flag though, coming in from all the way back to the back. Tallassee looked like they had some offensive momentum going on that last drive. Here's Reeves dropping back. Got time. Stands there, puts it out. Got Marshall Clark. Big catch. 1st down. Clark dragging a tackler down to the 40-yard line. Pistol look this time for the Lions. Reeves. Give it to Smith, bouncing it to the left side. Got some room, makes the corner, cuts it upfield, got a 1st down. Try to do a little play action and burn the Tallassee Tigers, or take a chance on stopping the clock. Reeves, Carson Smith is back in there, bounces it right back left side. There he goes. Carson Smith has got another 1st down for the Lions. Wildcat formation, Britt's got it. Going to come to the right side, cutting it back up the field. Touchdown, Munford. Zay Britt takes it in. There you have it, our second half highlights brought to you by State Representative Steve Hurst. And that results in the Munford final of 19-6. Just a quick update for you. The Leeds Green Wave have taken the lead over the Handley Tigers 22-20 with 3:50 left in that football game. And Handley will have the ball and a chance to come back. We'll see how that one turns out, but certainly a big game for this region.
It is. If Handley loses, that would put Munford in the
well, they would be tied with Leeds, and they're still in control. This was a big win for the Lions. They control their own destiny. They've got Handley and Leeds to go in the second half. Great football game, and we'll be excited to find out where we're going to be next Friday night. The fan poll is up. You can vote and send us where you will. We'll see you from the Gridiron coming up on Tuesday night. Gridiron live from Oxford at 7 p.m. Tuesday evening. For everybody, it's been a fun night of football. I'm Grady South alongside Brandon Still. Good night, everyone, on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.